Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to SKTV. Um, Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Um, Welcome and welcome. As you join us, let us know where you're following us from. Um, Lots of interesting things to talk about today. A lot, and a lot. Let's share the show. Let's share the show, folks. Help us share the show. Let's share the show. Let us know where you're following us from. George Yond. I'm watching from Duncan, South Carolina. Okay. George, thank you. George is the first person that let us know where he's following us from today. Normally it's a female, but it's a good thing that a guy beat us to it today. A guy took the lead. Thank you, Yvette Cephas, watching us from ATL. Yvette, you in Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, I guess I got to start making people know when I travel to these different places now. I got to start letting people know. Maybe I'll put it on Facebook. I'll publish my assets on Facebook. Publish my location too. Let's see. Yo White watching us from San Francisco, the Bay Area. Okay. My coach Abu Bakar Kamara. Coach, what's up? Yeah, I know they're having that stuff tonight. I don't know if I'll be there. Let's see. I might be there for that wedding, but I don't know yet. I'll let you know what's up, Coach. But thank you for following. Thank you, Coach. Thanks always for your support. You've always been supportive, very, very supportive, Coach. Boniface is watching us from North Dakota. Okay. Boniface, how the weather over there, my man? Keep us posted. Yam, baby boy, Yam. I mean, where you watching us from? You're not telling us where you watching us from. We're not kind of baby Yam. We're not kind of for joking. Where you watching us from? Bruno Bruswell, watching us from Cedar Rapids, Colorado. Okay, Cedar Rapids. I've heard about that place a lot. I don't know. I don't think I've been. I think I've been to Cedar Rapids. I don't know. Probably have been there or not. King Mohammed Khan, what's going on? Man, what are you watching us from? Let us know, man. Isaac Rue, watching us from where? What is MPLS? Oh, Minnesota. Okay. Maple Grove, but I wear. I know Maple Grove, who wear all the food in there. Very, very nice. Oh. I've been there. You already know what's so. Brand there. Brand Dia, watching us from Tucson, Arizona. I lived Tucson, Arizona before. Very cool, nice place. College town. Very, very good. James Yancey, watching us from Middlesex, New Jersey. Okay. Thank God you're not from the Wawa area, that gossip place. Eugenia, what's up? It's been a while. Eugenia, you say you're watching us from Greens. Let me see. Greensville, Sano County, back post Greensville, Sano County. Okay. Welcome to the show. If you're in Sano, that's cool. Bangali is watching us from Sweden. Favor L. Morris is watching us from what? 2000 EU. What is that? Europe? I don't know that address. Dana Dennis is watching us from Columbus, Ohio. Rose Roberts is watching us from USA, Maryland. Joseph Selly Cardor is watching us from Brussels. I've been to Brussels. Very nice place. And they speak both English and French. So I navigated very well because I was speaking English here and I was speaking French there, so I felt at home. So yeah, very, very good place. Very good place. I love watching the sunrise when I was in Brussels. Very, very nice place. Prisma, watching us from Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota people seem to be tapping here today. Stephen A. Bass is watching us from Dakar. Thank you, Stephen. Rose, Russell, I don't know. You always say Rose watches watching. Where you watching us from? We're not coming out for your social security filing for you, so tell where you're watching us from. Regina Wilson is watching us from Philly. Toby Wilson is watching us from. Okay, Toby Wilson. See that the problem there. We like Brempo, sometimes we don't follow simple instruction. Tell where you're watching us from and we'll so take you seriously. Come on. Simple instruction. Just tell where you're watching us from. If you tell where you're watching us from, I'll just keep your name anyway. That's why I don't recognize those of you who do not identify because it shows that you don't follow simple instructions. Ruth Robert Quingma is watching us from Foya, Broad Street. Okay. And Usman Khan is watching us from Erie, PA. Yeah, Erie is another good place. Gets cold though. I have a lot of friends from Erie, and Erie, Pennsylvania also has lots of Ethiopians. Lots of Ethiopians. Usman, I think maybe you can corroborate that or deny, but Erie has lots of Ethiopians. Yeah, lots of Ethiopians. Lovely Pew Perry is watching us from, let's see, Minnesota. Minnesota is tapping today. Coretta Wallow is watching us from Liberia. Okay, Coretta, you're in Liberia. I didn't even know. Let's see here. Rosa Pro, okay, watching us from Brussels. What's up, bro? I mean, you back now? Obi? No, not Obi now. Okay. Forget Vinny. Anthony watching us from Minnesota. Minnesota is tapping so far. Kelvin Moore is watching us from Italy. Daniel Freeman is watching us from New Georgia Junction. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. Iowa and Minnesota seem to be really on top of the list, though. Sia Kamano, tell where you're watching us from. When I say tell who you from, tell where you're watching us from, please. Ronald Thomas, you came to Spa Rosa Pro. Felicia Johnson is watching us from Kentucky. Let's see. You know what? One of the places I've never been to, Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if I've been there. I've always heard about it. I've really never been there. Carmen Johnson is watching us from PA. Roger Gibson is watching us from Knoxville, North Carolina. Richard is watching us from Texas, Houston. I've been to Houston, Texas. I've been almost everywhere for the most part. No, Toby, I'm not getting angry. I just tell you to follow simple instruction, my friend. We like Brempo, I think I can get out. They say they do the one, we do different things. They want to point you out there and we'll get there. Just do the needful and we'll be fine. Okay, Usman said lots of Somalians. Okay, maybe I missed out with the Ethiopian, but I know there are a lot of Ethiopians there as well. But that's good to know, lots of Somalians. Alexander Boniface is watching us from Missouri, St. Joseph. Okay. Okay. Matilda is watching us from Iowa. Watching from Minnesota. I'm just trying to recognize some of you. Got Choco watching from Minnesota. Yes, former Touré. My man, former Touré, your political leader vote. Who is the people that to choose a human power? They say he lean the water. He say he won't be agriculture minister to get him Huawei. That can't say that loud, former Touré. They get him Huawei. Your political leader who say what people are doing. Don't say your boyfriend to politician. You get that degree, you holding bare beyond Joseph Parker. You serious? You're not serious. So the higher political leader, how your whole political party just looking this going back later now. Yo, balance vote people. Hey, no man, what you mean? What the papa mean? Birthday no. Ain't looking for a job in lab, bro. We looking at you. We get all of your stories. Zawe Mongo, all of your story then yeah. Your story then yeah. I see you crying on Facebook, and I want to get more asset to Baka. Let them give me 25. Look at you who. I look at Zawe Mongo. I say you who. You think putting veneer in your mouth and coming and talking on Facebook made you to be somebody? You nobody. You zero. But I don't even understand. You said that you saw my Baganes will take order from. Go find something to do. Like go do jumping rope. Go jump rope. Zawe Mongo. You see nothing here. Go do jumping rope. And I guess you will get you. The serial part will come. Funny thing will catch you. And y'all need to make noise so I can get more asset to Baka. And y'all need to make noise. Let me get more asset to Baka. You're right. You get more asset. You get more asset. Don't worry. Some is watching us from Gallo, New Jersey. New Jersey people seem to be coming in now. You know, that one of the bigger gases city in our town, in this United States, New Jersey, where they get a Wawa. And I stand on there expose it, the gases city, because they used to go there to Gaza to the Wawa. I think they drove themselves from that Wawa now. They're looking for new location as we speak. Who there? Congbert Tour is watching us from Italy. Okay, let's see. What? Sonkere is watching us from Ara Highway. Okay, let's move on. Taya Connor is watching us from Minnesota. Okay, good. John Ross said, "Happy birthday to my 20th birthday." Okay, happy birthday to you, brother. Enjoy the birthday. I'll be jumping over your Una Sonny. Napoleon Dixon is watching us from China. Thank you, Napoleon Johnson. Let's see Mongos that we jumping around talking about them. Hey, give me more asset to Baka. More asset to Baka. If I go do jumping rope, you think I joke here? You think I joke here? You think I joke with all? There is nothing here. Joseph Baka getting serious money putting away that year. Say that, man. You think waking up 2 o'clock in the morning when you're in your van making noise mean that you bring something to the table? I want more asset to Baka. But the person who can schedule not give me more asset. Yeah, all right. You'll be fine. You're not joking thing here. You'll see yourself. You'll see yourself. Just Baka got that away more than anybody anyway. So let's see. Tucker is watching us from Philadelphia. Desmond Finley is watching us from Australia. Ja Eddie, that's a good question. John Molu, then they put it on a warm-up bench. They put it on pen, they warm me out. I use Zawe Mongo. You say you want to be national security advisor because we don't want to tell your story yet. You want to be national security advisor, that means you get rebel attachment, you get soldier attachment. So tell her if you were soldier before, because it is alleged that you were part of that Lutheran massacre. Funny people passing around all day. Okay, I want to get more answer to Baka. Let her give me answer Baka. You'll be all right. That's serious yet. Oh, be serious. Kotomo King is watching us from Monrovia. Kotomo, what's up, my man? Oh, pass that when I get drafted. A funny thing, get my brother. Really, funny thing catching. Ain't passing it right. Age group Baka getting in the run around. You warrior. You get small. He still get small cash out money. Let it finish that thing. You understand? Is there? Let it finish or let it be passing around with that phone every morning, Monrovia making video. Let that picking and checking from you. We'll see how you will make video again. Let it picking and check that phone for you. Let it picking and check that phone for you. We'll see how you will make noise. Ain't gonna got some money be yelling all around the place that nobody got nothing going on. Just picking and check that phone for you. By infinity. If even to find ways that to come to America for to collect money when you will be scammed. By the time you will understand the time. And I age group getting in the run around. And I see Baka want more asset. Baka the more asset. You're right. You're more asset. You're not serious money, man. You can say that my grandchildren, you pass around, you talk plenty, talk bunch of food in there all day, insult people. It was all be serious. LPR Radio. What's up? What's up, Chief? Long time. We talk for a minute here. I need to call you, sir. I know checking with you. I think the last time we connected, I think you were on your way to Liberia. Mr. Soul. I think the last time you were on your way to Liberia, my condolences again to you and the family. Thank you for following. LPR Radio is following us as well. Very good people. We're family, we're friends. And we'll keep you at that. Yeah, that's that way Monga be bouncing all around when they check that phone for him. You see it said, they won't get asked to bugger. So when I tell the president, I just funny man. You tell our president a funny man. I support the president. All of you who on funny thing, we're not ready for your year. We'll pack all of you. John Molu, see what man, they ain't even look at it and I use will be passing around talking about you won't get asked. Let me drink water for You see what man, ain't even look at it and you talking about you won't get asked. Get what kind of asset? You see, bro? Get more asset to Baka. You're made not so I get more asset to Baka. You're made no, I'll get more asset to Baka. I said, I'll get more asset to Baka. So your whole life you voted to get more asset to Baka. That lie, you now want to get more asset to Baka. He say he won't be national security advisor to Baka. You're here today, you go ask him. Zawe Mongo, who fair T? That why you say, I don't want to say it. Then you can't deny it. Zawe Mongo, who fair T? Saying fair T, he go just grow. He think that's what they go. And he think stupid in the time. So you I'm a man. Yeah. So you be security man, they play you didn't tell. Oh, I see your life. You want me national security advisor to Baka. You know what you say? That the judge say you want. I see why your other one passing around making no. I see what the other one passing around making no who did. Yeah, why you need my Jeremiah Wapo say you want to be agriculture minister. Yeah. We now you want to bring some of your other about your okay, Jeff may all want to bring your story then also. Yeah, some of you just want to leave you because you're already funny in the town, won't leave you. But you can't put yourself together, won't leave you alone. Won't leave you. But yourself to you can put yourself together. That you also will be on Facebook making noise. You won't be national security advisor. You police man. You what you got man? You what you got man? Run go sit down man. Yeah, old man. That crook that old man. That deceptive old man. That old man. That age group getting hot and his age mate. You know, the around the scene, like age mate getting the run around. Talking about you. He even thought say, oh, let me be Chico or let me be something in a what they call. He said that one. He said, oh, let me be supervisor for all the Chico there or something. He said he won't be national security advisor because he put new team in there. You serious? You're not serious? Because you went right where they play me across the border to put new team in your mouth, so you think you want something? You think we all look at you and get national security? Okay, if you want to be national security advisor, then tell us, hey, you rebel or you are small soil. That means the allegation that came against you that you were part of the what they call massacre, the Lutheran massacre. That means that allegation that maybe you get connection with you. You look at all the positions in the country that national security advisor, you say you won't be. We read for that inside the truth. Like brought for that inside. But anyway, folks, when we get to the topic, when we get to the show here, let's share the show, folks. I see some of you are sharing the show, are getting the alert here. That's good. Thank you so much for sharing the show. Today, you don't want to miss the show. CDC Youth, we had a press conference. We have a lot of things to talk about, a lot to unpack. We'll try our best to be on time, to leave from here on time as well. There's just a lot to talk about, folks. There's just a lot to talk about. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. Yeah, the old man, you know, when you old man and you put your life together and you put yourself together, you're not in funny thing, eh? You can look correct, you can look super as an old man. And you old man, you bouncing around and say you want to be national security advisor. Okay, but then I want to be Chief Justice too. Me, I want to be Chief Justice. You are right. You think our country that funny country, eh? But there's someone picking them watching you. They will check that phone that you can be making noise in like, bro. When they check that phone for you, we'll see. When they check that phone for you, we'll see how you pass around me now. So you get your captain to come out to America, I tell you, you'll not get your plane fare. Next time you put your life together, you'll be passing around talking fully confident in public. And you're passing around insulting women, eh? You're causing the women, eh? Making plywood, they're causing the women, eh? Sawe Mongo, causing joy all day. You think Joseph Baga, because you calls for your age group, Joseph Baga will look at you and be national security advisor. You're not serious, man. Oh, man. You're not serious. You are not serious. I see you say, your men now, I won't get more as a bracker. Your men now, I won't get more as a bracker. You don't get more as a bracker here. You don't get no. So you think that our new government are joking? You really think that joking thing doing it? Y'all see yourself. Y'all see yourself. Folks, we're following up with a story with HPX. We'll let you know. We're trying to we've gathered some of the preliminary conversations. We want to make sure that we gather some substantiated amount of information here to be able to deliver it to you. Trust that we'll bring it up to you here. We're reading through some of the documents. Hopefully, very, very soon we'll come to bring it up to you. We'll bring it up to you here. You know that SKTV, but we don't joke. We're not on that thing with nobody. Yeah, at the only station that we're not on that thing with nobody. The one other putting talk about we're talking. We're not here for that. Yeah, the one that what other putting will be hustling. And in other news, let me give you other news quickly because we're coming get into the program now. You're sorry that I'm one here today, so I try to face things. It's not easy to face things by your one. You're sorry. Seku will be joining us soon. I know I can imagine when Seku won't be here when we're to put things together. Trying to face things. No, but on some serious note, folks, thank you so much for following us today, Saturday. The timestamp here is 11:29 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona. The weather looks cloudy. It was a little rainy and foggy this morning, last night. Just for the announcement to update you guys, I was Seku again, as always. And maybe Seku announced that being last night. Let me drink to that. I beat Seku last night. I intend to beat him tonight again. Beat him tomorrow after the Super Bowl because we'll be chilling for the Super Bowl. So I ate there, folks. My people that ate there. Yeah, let's share the show in the meantime. Today we have a lot of things to talk about. There are a lot of unfolding undercover that you guys are not aware of. We'll bring some of them to light into the public. We've been following a lot of different stories. A lot of other trending national issues we have. Good things are happening, but also there are some funny and interesting things happening as well. So yes, it is the combination of a lot of different things that are happening in the country. And we are today's open mic, so you will see all around. You will see all bouncing and talking different things. Yeah, we'll talk different things. But let's share the show. The only thing we're asking you all to do is to share the show. We're asking you all to share the show and support SKTV. Those of you who send us your name, I believe you are in the chat room already. And you are aware of the meeting time and the date. Thank you so much. If you're still interested, send me a message on my Facebook, Moses, with your full name and your number. Please don't send me, hey, Steve. Don't please send me your name and your message. Don't open conversation. We'll get to the meeting. Don't ask me what we'll discuss in the meeting. We'll discuss it in the meeting. Send me your name and your number. That's it. Please. Please and please. Begging you guys. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, folks. There is a lot going on. A lot more that you can think about or that you can imagine or know about. There is a lot going on. I've seen some Unity Party partisans are already celebrating that there is a new government and this one, and they're giving them the other amount of money, and they're giving them other amount of money. Oh, Lord. We'll get to that conversation. We'll get to that conversation. We will. We'll get to that conversation. We will. It's just one of these days. It's one of these days again. But we'll get to it. Oh Lord. You know, I'm taking some deep breath here because some people will not just learn. They will not learn. We are just going back into the same thing. But anyway, let's share the show, folks. Again, thank you for being here today, Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get to the musical break quick to give us the opportunity. We'll talk about the CDC press conference. Sekou should be helping us load it quickly. There are a few things in it that I would like to highlight that we've spoken about. And just for the announcement, President Joseph Yuman Boakai didn't declare his assets. He lied. Yeah. He lied. We opposed, spoke against, all of us, many of you on here, and some of the hypocrites, liars and deceivers, both men and women on Facebook, who some of them personally attacked President George Weah's character, his name, and so forth. When President George Weah quote unquote declared, but did not make it public. I see some of these same hypocrites, these same inconsistent, confused by nature and by circumstances people passing around celebrating that Joseph Boakai declared assets. You are a disgrace to your family. If you are married, you are a disgrace to your husband, your children, your entire generation. If you are supporting Joseph Boakai, quote unquote, declare asset, but not making it public, if you are doing that, you are a disgrace. Shame on you. Shame on you. If you stay carrying your pa name, you are a disgrace to your pa. Because you know what? All of us criticize George Weah for the same thing, but you are here celebrating the same thing Joseph Boakai did shamelessly. I see some of you celebrating it. Grown men and women. Some of you claim to be educated. You will not spoil educated people's name. You will not spoil book people's name. You are spoiling your name. You are spoiling your family names. Because you're not ready yet. You are not ready for change. You are sycophants. You are liars. You are deceivers. You are dangerous sets of people. And you're making that country to be what it is today. And you're not the president and not the leader then. And you're making that particular country to be where it is today. And you're. How you celebrate the same wrong on one group of people. You criticize them only, but then you celebrate the same thing for another group of people. Bunch of hypocrite, two-faced people. So let Joseph Boakai declare his asset. That foolishness that he own, not only with him. Let him declare his assets. We're not going to tolerate that. Let him declare his asset publicly. We won't know exactly what's in there. And thank God the CDC youth wing is saying it. Thank God the CDC. Joseph Boakai will declare asset one way or another. Either he declare or he will come outside. Or he will come outside. You can rest assured on that one. And we yet. It will not pass. It will not pass. We are behind it too. We are behind it to find out exactly what's in our asset. I want you to know that today. And we'll get to the bottom of it. That fooling that I used to play in the 80s, the same people can do the same thing. We celebrate them. Then we'll come back again. The other people can do the same thing. Then we'll celebrate them. No, it will not work. We're in the 21st century. It will not work in our generation. It will not work. That slack that Joe we got away with. They ain't even see nothing yet. We just starting, man. The thing just starting. The thing ain't even go nowhere. You're bouncing. That's all bounce. It's all bounce. We're not bouncing. Yeah, somebody else just send me the information to John. You'll be added, Mama. You will be added. Thank you so much. And thank you for following the simple instruction. See that the Labron put them will let that. I will say Labron women are the most beautiful women on earth because Labron women they can follow instruction very easy. You tell them A, they follow A. You say B, they follow B. And then men we're gonna be giving you a hard time. You tell them say something whole day they're giving you the run around. Judge Joseph Baga giving Zawe Mongo a hard time, making his age group Zawe Mongo to run around the town. That phone that would jack it from Zawe Mongo at the end of everything. That's why. Let be ain't get without any money, no lie, and no internet, and you be talking, you be in the darknet behind. You will see it, sir. You will see it, sir. The beginning watching on that phone. The beginning watching somebody on the beginning that jack our phone, that's it. Yeah, I mean, no more video you're gonna be making no any time. You let post sleep, that making no any time, go early morning. Seriously, because you want American time. They put in the community, you're making in the ear all day. And then when I get to the middle of bro, we'll be right back. Joseph Baga will declare answer. It will be declared openly. So it's up to him. He want to declare openly or he want other people to declare for him. No problem. Declaration. You think we take that foolishness? Joseph Baga will tell her where there are 365,000 United States dollars came from. Joseph Baga will also be a don't leave that thing, man. We following the story. We're not let you can forget. We're not forgetting about that thing. That they play the noise and we'll start from one note. Also, the inaugural report. We want to see the report. You think we're leaving it? No, we're not leaving it. We're not people that want to lead thing. No, they're not all. We're not people that want to just forget it. No, we're not. Oh, the law will do that. We're not the law, forget it, law thing, but we're not inside the handshake in here. Politics. So that Baga said it will be clear, transparent. They say we move we are so that they can kind of do what is right. We agree. So that yeah. When I go to the musical bro, we'll be right back. We'll get 30 seconds, we'll be right back.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The project is giving us care and the promise of them. The welcome and life without care.
I live my health.
Master.
Clear body, so I can't ask it if you been yo. Say my journey, I can't ask my yamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love our money, more I know.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. So she work on my ya to money.
Well, thank you, folks. We'll try to get just a bit of soundbite here from the interview, the press conference from the CDC youth wing. I think it was Avin Weezer speaking. Let me say something to you first of all. Let me clarify something before we get into the press conference. There are some things that are said in this press conference that I don't think and I don't believe the CDC youth wing are the right messengers, because they could have done similar thing when they were in power a few months ago. They could have. But, or yet and still, I still believe the truth is the truth. Even if the devil comes from hell and says the truth, I will respect the fact that the devil was able to admit the truth. I want to be clear on that before we even listen. Because you know, you say, oh, when I want to listen to CDC, that propaganda, that CDC people, when I want to listen to them, whatever it is, giving. I'd like for you to listen to the message. If the message in there is a lie, because that is the most important thing. They might not be the rightful messenger, but the messaging is important. So let's listen. Oh, give me a second here. Give me 1 second, folks. I gotta get this back on.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of the rest of them. So welcome and live with African.
Sorry about that, folks. I got the video running. Seku uploaded in the back end. It should come out in a minute here to be played. So, like I said, I want to go back to that. It's important. It's necessary for us to clear some of these things up. Very necessary. We're not going to be hypocrites. We're not going to lie about anything. And so forth. We are going to, we're not going to lie about anything. So let's make sure that we are calling people out when it's necessary. Let's make sure we do that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But I also want to get to something else in our press conference that is revealed. There was an abrupt hold off on Francis Yomale, the man who claims that he's a rebel. That SKTV said that he won't say on the video. The man who told the Liberian people in the world that he's a rebel and he doesn't care at his age. He's proudly identifying himself as a bona fide rebel and he wants to kill people. A former representative from Lofa. There was an abrupt hold on his nomination. Joseph Boakai is playing some kind of strategic game, and we'll tell you exactly what that is. Mr. Kane, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I told the people last night you told one, and we work on making it 2 or 3 to now 4. So yeah, we probably in confession business, so a child of God, we got to confess. Oh, in other news also, we also unveiled to you the location today of Chairman Luther Tape. We're following everybody. The United Party chairman that absconded, that ran away, that escaped, that left the nation and left the party in shambles. Their party partisans are crying all over for job. They can't get job. We'll let you know where here. Okay, location now. The SKTV, we know what is going on behind closed door. But Mr. Kane, I beg you, let's get a soundbite of that particular video, please, if we can. Just for a few seconds.
The video for the CDC people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Change CDC, Revolutionary National Youth League, Banas Campagne, Tottenham Boulevard, Congo Town, Monrovia, Liberia. February 10, 2024, press statement for immediate release. The Revolutionary National Youth League wishes to appreciate Mr. Jeremiah Pankun, Vice President of Liberia, for declaring his unwavering support for the establishment of war and economic transport in Liberia. Mr. Kun's acceptance comes in the wake of the CDC's consistent course economic transport in Liberia. And we are glad to learn that Mr. Kun has already started sourcing support to kickstart the sensitization engagement with citizens in Nimba County. Mr. Kun's fast-sightedness to solicit financial and moral support from international organizations to begin reconciliation engagement with the citizens of Nimba County as a means of sensitizing them about the importance of war and economic transport in Liberia is laudable, and we welcome this unfinished support to give justice to victims of the 14 years of senseless and devastating civil unrest in the Republic of Liberia. Consequently, information under our domain suggests that Mr. Wakai has accepted to withdraw the appointment of Councillor Kobo Kra and renominate Councillor Jonathan Masakwe as a new Minister of Justice of the Republic of Liberia. Due to the unethical dragnet surrounding Councillor Kra, including his corruption history, coupled with his involvement in a conflict of interest while serving as Minister of Posts and having a share in a logging concession, and his close tie with Senator Prince Johnson, Councillor Masakwe is being favored by potential donors to the establishment of war economic transports as the ideal person to lead the charge in dispensing justice for war victims. Furthermore, the Youth League wants to call on the Liberian Senate to deny the nomination of Francis Sagale Yumele. I repeat, the Youth League wants to call on the Liberian Senate to deny the nomination of Francis Sagale Yumele as the Internal Affairs Minister. Mr. Yumele, who is a former ex-combatant, was seen on live camera organizing and arming militias with machetes and guns in Foya to rain terror on opposition politicians and supporters, which led to the death of several innocent partisans of the Majesty CDC.
Oh, it must be the denial. Yeah.
Of the Majesty CDC, including the late Momotamba, Imanda Vapana, and many others in Foya, Lofa County. An internal affairs minister should be a person of moral standing who can unite their population, but not a divisive character who has a track record of creating division and leading talks to murder innocent Liberians. We refuse to believe that the Senate has no balls to stand up to Mr. Baka for the safety of the people who voted them into power, and we are optimistic that they will place the people above an imperial president for once in their lifetime. Fellow Liberians, distinguished members of the full estate, the Youth League is concerned about the continuous protests by wives of elder soldiers concerning the confirmation of the defense minister. The Youth League call on Mr. Boakai and the Senate not to be insensitive to the plight of these women. These continual actions, which created inconvenience for travelers along the Rabat International Airport highway this morning, had the proclivity to undermine our peace and stability. And Mr. Boakai must be cognizant about that. Remember this, that these are wives of our soldiers, and we cannot downplay the national security threat associated with that cause and what it poses to the peace and security of this country. Meanwhile, the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change is quite disappointed, categorically disappointed, that after succumbing to the numerous pressure of the Youth League from Mr. Boakai to declare and publish his assets, he will find pleasure in his irresponsible showmanship of quote-unquote declaring his assets but refusing to publish it to the people of Liberia. What is Mr. Bwaga hiding from the Liberian people and from the public? But he promised to publicly declare his assets. It is that Mr. Bwaga has gotten super rich. He said that Mr. Bwaga is getting super rich in less than a month in power, or the state resources at the peril of Mr. Bwaga and his gang of bandits and thieves.
Yo, you declare on the public. Yo, I'll say one chair behind you too. Yo, don't go declare in the corner. Yo.
The Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change is giving Mr. Bwaga an ultimatum to publish his assets. If he doesn't, the Youth League will automatically do that for him. I repeat, we are giving Mr. Bwaga an ultimatum to publish his assets. Or the Youth League will publish it for him. We can guarantee him that. Very soon, ultimatum is sufficient for him to do that. Or else, the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. Publish that to the coup.
Yo, we already get it. Yo. It's not old man. We just want to get the respect for you to publish it and say, yo.
Mr. Bwaga should be a man of his word. Though he lied his way to power through the stolen elections, but access declaration should not be a secret for anyone who presents themselves as an interpreted side and has good intention for the Liberian people. To conclude, we want to welcome the call for audit. We want to acknowledge Mr. Bwaga to be holistic in spanning the auditing period from 2000 to 2006 to 2017 and from 2018 to 2023. Let me repeat. In conclusion, we want to welcome the call for audit. But we want to admonish Mr. Bwaga to be very holistic in spending the auditing period from 2006 to 2017 and from 2018 to 2023. If only he is genuine in the fight against corruption. If Mr. Bwaga is so sincere in his fight against corruption, there are existing other reports from 2011 to 2017 that he can begin to implement before calling for an additional audit, thus scapegoating these reports.
Yo, audit from the government, like you say, yo. Give up more reason for to be like yo. I'm done.
What has been the other report for the misuse of the $650,000 United States dollars intended for the inauguration of the 365,000 intended for inauguration celebration. I repeat.
Manda.
What has been the other report for the misuse of the 650,000 intended for the inauguration or the 365,000 intended for the district inauguration celebration? We have learned that the United Party chairman, Reverend Luther Tape's life and the life of his family were threatened by Mr. Bwaga.
Yeah,
and he had to flee the country alone with his family for safety. Sadly, no one knows the whereabouts. No one knows the whereabouts of Mr. Reverend Luther Tape. His life is under threat by Mr. Bwaga and his security advisor Kofi Roos. It's alarming, and the countryman knows that. until Mr. Bwaka can begin to implement the existing audit reports that cover the period from 2006 to 2011 and from 2011 to 2017. I repeat, until Mr. Bwaka, the controversial president-elect Mr. Bwaka, can begin to implement the existing audit reports that cover the period from 2006 to 2011 and from 2011 to 2017. We want to call on all former government officials, the Revolutionary National Jubilee of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. Want to call on all former officials of the CDC government to not subject themselves to any lucas and kangaroo audit by Mr. Bwaka and his band of thieves and bandits. I repeat, until Mr. Bwaka can begin to implement the existing other reports that cover the period of 2006 to 2011 and from 2011 to 2017, the Revolutionary National Jubilee of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change call on all officials under the CDC-led government not to subject themselves to any kangaroo audit process led by Mr. Bwaka and a band of thieves and criminals. We know this is a concocted plan by Mr. Bwaka to witch hunt former officials of government and firstly indict them as a means of getting rid of the CDC. We know that is an attempt to do that. Now, let me say to Mr. Bwaka that every serious fight against corruption, let him commission an audit on the misuse of the $750,000 United States dollars and $365,000 United States dollars intended for his inauguration. As the saying goes, one who preaches equity must come with clean hands. Mr. Bwaka needs to know that seditions will be protected by seditions in this country. I repeat, Mr. Bwaka needs to know that sedition will be protected by seditions in this country, and we are fully prepared to resist any form of intimidation, political machination, political witch hunt, and kangaroo audit that is being orchestrated to pursue past officials of the CDC-led administration under the grand leadership of Excellency President George Manawia.
Did you say gang leadership?
Yep.
Under the gang leadership of President George Manawia?
No, go back.
I don't know. I don't know if that was what he said, but it looks like that's what he said. But anyway, the stuff is about to finish. I don't want to understand that part.
The grand leadership of Excellency President George Manawia.
I think he probably trying to say gallant.
That a gallant
that is being orchestrated to pursue past officials of the CDC-led administration under the grand leadership of Excellency President George Manawia.
Again, my man.
A gallant.
Yeah, bro.
He meant gallant, not necessarily. But
done an issue on the 10th day of February 18, 2024 by the mandate of the National Executive Committee of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change.
Voice of the Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic Change, giving some ultimatum to President Joseph Bwaka.
Well, Mr. Kane, just before you start, let me say this. I see some people laughing and joking. I want to start first by saying I want to commend the CDC Youth Wing leadership for even taking on the task to man up, to stand up and to even speak on national issues, in as much that we might say they're not the right people. But this is what you do when you're in opposition. You seize the moment, you call out things, you point out the facts, and you keep the government's feet to fire. This is commendable. You might not like CDC, you might not like George Weah, but this is the right way to proceed. This is what needs to be done. That's what democracy is about. Joseph Boaga cannot be pissing on our head and telling us it's raining. So I commend them for taking on a step. First thing first. I support Joseph Human Boaga, but I also welcome criticism. I also welcome the fact that people should be willing and ready to stand up for what is right. That being said, Mr. Kane, what is going on? This Saturday, I know we're getting ready tonight for the chilling, but what's going on?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to you and a big thank you to our fans, followers, and well-wishers for following FBTV on this Saturday. And it's good to be alive. It's a good time to be alive and to watch the political theater in the Republic of Liberia. A lot going on. And I want to take this time to greet all our people. I want to say welcome again, once again to SKTV. So you in this press conference with the CDC Youth League, few things that I want to highlight here. First of all, CDC is projecting herself as the one and only major political opposition to the Joseph Mabaka government. The other people stay waiting for the right time.
Yep.
So CDC is now projecting herself as the only opposition political party to the Joseph Mabaka government. Whereas other political parties, are they still waiting to be appointed by Joseph Mabaka? Are they still waiting for appointment? Or are they still waiting for 2, 3 months or 6 months of Joseph Mabaka government before they can start? In as much as I don't like some of the wording and some of the descriptive adjective used on the president, but the fact that they are standing up is a good thing. Yeah, I personally don't like some of the dictions, the way their choice of words and the references that made by him. I don't like all of those things, but I like the fact that they are standing up. That's one thing. I hope we will see more political parties moving forward. Beyond that, they also stated that the whereabouts of the Unity Party's chairman, Reverend Luther Tapet, that his whereabouts is unknown. Well, I know most of you are watching. We are informing you as SKTV that we know the whereabouts of Reverend Luther Tapet. Currently, Reverend Luther Tapet is in Minnesota, and Reverend Luther Tapet tomorrow, Sunday, will be speaking at Ebenezer Church in Brooklyn Park. And Reverend Luther Tapet will be speaking tomorrow, and a lot is expected. There will be some revelations Yeah, so SKTV can report to you, can go and say it, that Reverend Luther Tapper is in Minnesota. And he will be at that church tomorrow. And he will be speaking in 2 different occasions. The first service in the morning and in the afternoon. So he'll be speaking at that church. If you want to be there, we can give you the address for the church.
So you must spend out the Lord tomorrow, eh?
Yeah. So yeah, somebody said what time? Okay, I will before the show finish, I will give you the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
The 2 times you're going to be speaking tomorrow. So if you're in Minnesota there, lucky you, all you can do just go and listen to Reverend Luther Tapper. He's going to be there, and you're going to talk about Jesus Christ and God. You're also going to unveil some of the information that you may want to hear. We already got some of the information. Yeah, but we want you to hear from the houses more. Then we'll talk about it. Mong, anyway, Mong, welcome. How you doing, sir?
And what's up once again to the listening
audience? And by the way, we are trying to see if we can carry that service live.
Live, yeah, that would be a great thing.
We are trying. If they allow us to we will definitely carry live on SKTV so that you can watch the whole thing unfold. So Reverend Luther Tapper is in Minnesota, in Brooklyn Park, to be precise.
So that area, folks. But Mr. Kane.
So on the other part of the youth league deliberation, they said they already have the access of Joseph Lomba. They have the access that was declared by Joseph Mbaka, but then the ultimatum is no timeline. They didn't actually talk about any particular timeline where and when if Joseph Mbaka is not forthcoming, they will go ahead and share it. Well, maybe we will share it. Yeah. Let's give it a few days. See what happens. so they say they will share it, but they don't got no time. Maybe SKTV will share it with the public.
That's a voluntary ultimatum from SKTV.
Yeah.
We're giving the old man some time to come up with the asset declaration. We need land by land action in the name of transparency. You cannot call yourself clean hands and come with different set of rules. The only thing is CDC is always right on message. They are just the wrong messenger. And I tell people CDC is not going to be an effective opposition for the mere fact that they were given power. It's a whole different CDC owner, Madam Salif, versus a CDC owner of Joseph Boaka. The Liberian people trusted them. The Liberian people were angry with Madam Salif and resorted to the CDC-led government, and they were the worst ever, in my estimate. So they will always come out with a red message, but they are not the one to be setting the tone for the discourse moving forward. It cannot be CDC.
What about Monk? Monk, I will say this though. I will say this to you. I don't want to overlook or underestimate or just push aside the CDC's move that they're making. Whether you like the CDC or not, Liberian people, we like leaders, we like people that fight for us. Most of us to some extent, especially the voters. They wouldn't care whether CDC were there for 6 years and did this and did that. This is why it is critically important that other people who are serious-minded, that want to take this bull by the horn, that want to ensure the right thing is done, Start now. Let me say this. This is politics. The thing the man want, you get it. The thing you want, the man get it. You say that and say, oh, let's get in time for what? They have already started messing up. Why are you giving them time? Business. So why are you afraid of? Especially when the facts are glaring. Let me say this. I am 100% the CDC session. I'm not taking any kind of adjective that were used by the CDC. I accept those adjectives that were described, those words that were used to describe this behavior of the Unity Party-led government. In 3 weeks' time, I accept every word that they said. I accept it, even though I support the Unity Party. I'm not here to sugarcoat, to make anybody feel. There's not a feel-good thing. If you want for us to feel good, let our people feel good. When our people feel good, then I feel good. So I'm saying here, I agree with the CDC. Let the CDC continue the pressure. Let them continue the momentum. And they could sway possibly the minds of the Liberian people. You're saying that you'll be jacking. You'll be on diplomatic Benin. You think Liberian people get time for all that extra thing? What are you waiting for? The men are hustling on your...
Well, one thing is they can use all the adjectives that they want. They can come up with all the ultimatums that they want. They are just not the right messenger because they were given the opportunity. The problem with seditions, they cannot think more than they can feel. They were given the opportunity. The same thing, they couldn't tell when to play politics. You get a man like Arvin Wizard. That's what Arvin Wizard does. And you wonder why our country is inside your position. That was your deputy minister for planning over there, speaking bunch of nonsense. When people read the suggestion with the George Weah administration about hiding his asset, about declaring his asset and using sketchy means to bypass the procedure, no, not a single one of them were brave enough to call George Weah on it. So I would want for other opposition to keeping Joseph Boga feet to the fire. For some of us who will be here to do it every day. The fact of the matter is I'm not listening to anything coming from CDC. That's the difference. So they can use any adjective that they want. They can hold into higher stand up. You got to, they say he will come, you got to come with clean hands to the table when you want equity. CDC is not the one. They were given the chance, they performed worse. They did some of the most egregious things in Liberian politics. And you want me to listen to a guy like Arvin Wizard because he's calling Joseph Boga the boss? Hell no, though. I don't play that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Monk. Here's the thing.
That's his fight, but I'm not listening to him. He cannot be the one to frame the narrative.
Let me partially agree with you. In this context, you and I will agree that CDC wouldn't be the right quote-unquote people at this time to speak about these things, right? But let me remind you about something really quick. That United Party came to power after 12 years when they started criticizing CDC. So at that time, we spoke that United Party had no moral stand or no grounds. But guess what? United Party still made their way shamelessly and made a case to the Liberian people. So the Liberian people are not looking. Look, we have a group of people that we're dealing with that have short attention span. If you think that in the next 6 years or in the next few months, CDC continues on this trajectory, that they're not going to win the hearts of the Liberian people, Monk, don't waste your time, my brother. Our people gravitate. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. I'm not saying necessarily the CDC will bring President Weah again. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying don't be surprised. Our people gravitate towards the C people. The people gravitated towards the C United Party who oppressed, suffered, stole, squandered opportunities. They gravitated towards them. I don't want to bang on this thing that, CDC is not the right messenger. United Party partisans were not the right messengers.
Well, that's what you must say. I say the same thing. You must say I say the same thing, but in a different way. I'm talking from a moral standpoint. You're talking from a political standpoint. The fact of the matter is, anybody can play politics. It will be to their advantage. I'm saying from a moral standpoint, they are not the right messenger. If they can use this as leverage to win or to come to power again, so be it. Who cares? All I am saying is, from a moral standpoint, CDC cannot be the one talking about audit. They cannot be the one talking about war crimes court. They cannot be talking about assets declaration. Whether they win an election by the fee that they can come out and seize the narrative and win an election again, that's not my argument. I'm just saying from a moral standpoint, they don't have that authority or that standing to make a call for these things that they're talking about. That's what I'm saying.
True, let me agree with you 100% from a moral standpoint. But the truth of the matter also is the people we are dealing with care less about moral. If they cared about morality, Joseph Boga would not be president. If they care about morality, we wouldn't even be talking about the CDC-led government. But they don't. Let me just be honest with you, my brother. They kicked morality out of the door. They kicked accountability and justice out of the door. They selected people who did what was wrong. You think Joseph Boga was a saint in the Senate? when he was running over the vice president for 12 years. No, Joseph Boakai was not. I am saying the CDC, from a political standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, from an optical standpoint, they are on the right trajectory. This is the right thing to do. And I want to call on other parties who want to possibly run in this election. Politics in Labrador and not church. Let's say one time when you dancing with blind men on the floor, it is good for you to be the first to hit that blind man so he can know that I ain't one there. I'm saying to the CPP, the ANC, the Liberty Party, I know that your people, they're already there and you're waiting, you're playing safe and whatever it is. You can't play safe with criminals. You cannot. This is why I come from the get-go and said the Joseph Yuma Boakai government needs to be accountable from the get-go. From the time they started the whole inauguration shenanigans up to today, Joseph Yuma Boakai went behind closed door and declared his assets according to him, which I say he never declared his assets. And his assets will be published. Joseph Boakai can go to the sky and come back. It will not hold. If you know what we know, he better go and open up what they call that asset, because we'll question that asset and we'll make sure the right thing is done this time around. Another thing that is also interesting is the revelation in this particular press conference that we said on SKTV here. We broke that news long time ago that and Yaka came here and corroborated it. That Jeremiah Kuhn, again, Jeremiah Kuhn is on board the World Economic Crime Code to get Prince Johnson away, because Jeremiah Kuhn feel Prince Johnson is also a monkey on his back. And they show it will not be easy. And that whole justice minister thing, Copper Crown, I think Sekou alluded to it. Part of Joseph Yuma Boakai strategy is, you know what? Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Johnson, they pressure me. Let's push Copper Crown. On the we'll pour fire, then they'll withdraw, then we'll bring our ball back. It was a strategy to appease and to appeal to Prince Johnson and sentiment. Prince Johnson knowing not finding a way. That part of the reason Prince Johnson bouncing around. And I will be in Prince Johnson church tomorrow. I'm not going to listen to Luther Tappe. Even though after Luther Tappe finished preaching in America, I will listen to him, but I will not listen to him live. I will be in Prince Johnson's service tomorrow. I want to hear what the Holy Ghost told him.
So, you know, with regards to Councillor Kopokra and Councillor Jonathan Masakwe, SKTV is credited for being the first media platform to expose Councillor Kopokra when his name was announced. Also, the information about Francis Numali, the former representative of District Number 1, Lofa County, we were also the first platform to inform the people in the Labrador Senate about the character of that man. And also his appointment was not based on qualification or competency, but rather being a friend to the president, being a supporter to the president, also a kinsman to the president. So for those two nominations to be, you know, to have a question mark or with the possibility of being withdrawn, people may not give us credit, but we will recognize our own work, and to also tell our people, SKTV family, to continue doing what we do in providing the necessary information to the Liberian people at the right time. So hopefully the president will put behind him the whole idea of Kopokra and Francis Numali. Francis Numali is now a material for Minister of Internal Affairs, someone who boasts of killing people, someone who boasts of being a rebel. That man should be beyond bar, or he should be held to the War and Economic Crimes Code. He said, I'm a former rebel. That's what I do to protect my people. All the people that tell you they're protecting their people, they're the one that were killing people. They were not protecting anybody. Just like Prince Johnson. When Prince Johnson said he fought to protect his people in Nimba, he was not protecting anybody. Prince Johnson came and established a base in Cowell. That's in Montserrat, that's not in Nimba. And all the people he killed in Montserrat, most of them were not in government. All those men that he killed and took their wife because he used to like bright women. I can't even believe that Prince Johnson can stand in a church or in somewhere called a church. The guy who killed men because their wives or girlfriend or significant other were beautiful. Because you having a beautiful woman, that was the crime you committed. Prince Johnson will kill you and take your wife or your girlfriend. In Liberia, the people that we call mulatto, those bright women, the mix women, the guy father Lebanese or father white, talking about, different complexion with African complexion. We call it the mulatto girls. He used to kill the men there, the husband and the boyfriend, and just to own them. Prince Johnson had more than hundreds of them. He used to rape them on a daily basis. The one who refused, he kill you. Sometimes he used to, the one that will refuse, he will send his bodyguards to rape that one while he wash and amuse himself. That God get patient. For Prince Johnson to even open his mouth and call God's name, fire will come up from you just to come and just destroy him. But again, he said you're worshiping God. I don't know what kind of God you're worshiping, but or you Muslim, God is God. And not looking at things that God really, really like. Steve, go ahead, you want to say something?
I just wanted to sorry to interrupt. Normally I wouldn't do this, but the statement that you made that I don't know what kind of God. Let me support you 100%. Please restrict that to us, the Christians. We are hypocrites, many of us. We are hustlers. We use. I'm saying I'm a Christian. Yeah. We use Christianity to foster our agenda, to shield accountability and justice, to talk foolishness and do evil. We are hypocrites. If Jesus were to come today, many of our Christians will not go to heaven because we are hypocrites. Many Christians are saying Prince Johnson should be forgiven because God forgave him. But what's about Paul and other people? What's about the scripture that says he who lives by the sword must die by the sword? Prince Johnson needs to be held accountable. We take somebody that Prince Johnson, what the council of churches? We take somebody that Prince Johnson will be in church. He's all open church. Okay, that's fine. He get left to go. But nakedness will be passing around talking about church and talking about the evangelists. Okay, that's fine. They get left to God. But they let get into the word. I'm going to let them face justice. So they get left to God. The agreement with God, that spirituality, that spiritual thing. We're not there when God called them. We're not there when they get left to God. The one who saw physically what they kill people, let them go and account for it. So please, when you're saying it, I know you don't want to say, but I'm saying it as a Christian. We are hypocrite. Most of our pastor, our bishop, them, most of them, 99%, only 1%, they're a bunch of hypocrites. They're making medicine. Don't listen to them. I don't follow those hustlers there, those hardcore intellectual hustlers there. I don't listen to them. I want to passing around and talking, whether they're Nigerian or Liberian. You see the Liberian pastor who say Joel are going to win election. You see the other one who say Thomas are going to win election. All of them still got people coming to church. As I was saying, I'm not going to try to put curse on my life. Yeah. Who play with medicine and do all kind of funny things. I mean, who's being God in it? They don't want to
just to follow up on that point, Steve, you are 100% right. Seku don't want to come about that, but for us that practice the Christian faith, we can say that emphatically. It's a loophole in Christianity that people take advantage of because it's the same scripture, it's the same doctrine, it's the kind of a teaching. I said it on the show before. In government, we may report to men. In religion, we may report to God. They are two different things. Yep. That is why when you try to mix God and government, you resort to fanaticism and extremism because the two cannot hold. You are making report to two different people here. Prince Johnson is not of men of God. But in the very same scripture that we read, they say, oh, when you give your life to God, we're supposed to forgive you. That's not a bad thing. I'm not here to pass judgment. But when you give your life to God, you shouldn't, for the like the Prince Johnson, you cannot be holding a particular position in society because it means you contradict the very same Bible that you read because God himself ordained government. So whether you say, okay, well, Peter, or how they call him, say, or Saul, who converted to Paul that wrote almost a two-tier of the New Testament, he was a killer before. No, it's a whole different thing. That's a manipulation. That's not the truth. I don't think God, in his infinite wisdom, will want to look at a man like Prince Johnson being a senator in the country and preaching to other people. I don't think. It's the same thing that you see coming from the Taylors and the George Weah. It's just a way to appease to people who are gullible to fall for this thing. That a man in Georgia will smoke weed, he drink NCSO, he has sex randomly. Sunday morning, people will take their time and go and listen to a George Weah. It's madness. If you don't want to say, well, I understand you come from a different faith and a different background, but we will say it because it's a loophole that has been exploited and our people are vulnerable to fall for this thing. So the likes of Prince Johnson, the George Weah, the Charles Taylor, and other people, they see this as a political advantage that they can play on people, man. That's just what they are doing. They are not men of God, and that's a hypocrisy in the particular faith that we practice. That's a fact.
So, Mr. Kenneth, on top of that, many of those so-called men of God, they are the one molesting our children, these babies. They go to the Juju men and to the Mole men and to the same continent. They are the ones that are doing that. But even deeper into that, let me say this to Prince Johnson again. Let me remind Prince Johnson about something simple. Let me say this to Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, if you like, go to Kwetu, where you capture the Moa, the first Moa that you capture. Go there. The people of Nima will not protect you. You are wasting your time. Even if you like, go into your village where you were born. Nobody will protect you. You will be accountable, my friend. Start wasting your time.
You know, with regards to, I don't want us to kind of lose sight on this whole idea of Prince Johnson's trying to, run away. There are other information that we received yesterday after when we unveiled the information about Prince Johnson's plan to move to Nimba for safety. We were also informed directly from Nimba there that Prince Johnson, that there is a discussion about Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun should be very careful with Prince Johnson. If Prince Johnson stay trying to establish, he knows that Joseph Boakai already agreed to turn him over, but he's concerned about Jeremiah Kun's plight in the whole process. He's trying to establish the fact that Jeremiah Kun actually signed off in turning him over. He has different plans for Jeremiah Kun. And whatever it's going to be in Nimba. Jeremiah Kun is the brother, is my kinsman from the same county, like what Prince Johnson. But Jeremiah Kun should be very careful, especially in Nimba, when he's in Nimba. Also, should be very, very careful when it comes to his surrounding in terms of what he eats, what he put in his stomach. I'm just saying, I can't say more than that. But if Jeremiah Kun does not be careful, it will be a Prince Johnson that will take him down. Prince Johnson is saying that Joseph Boakai betrayed him. And now he's saying that he's the one that actually made Jeremiah Kun vice president. If Prince Johnson get the fact that Jeremiah Kun is actually in line with Joseph Boakai to turn Prince Johnson over. Prince Johnson will harm him directly or indirectly. He has to be very careful. Very, very, very careful. Don't trust Prince Johnson. Anything that got to do with this whole war economic crimes court, Prince Johnson, his whole life, it's been about preventing the whole war economic crimes court in Liberia. The reason why Prince Johnson is elected every year, every 9 years, because he doesn't want to be apprehended. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to be arrested and be prosecuted and put behind bar. He doesn't want that. You remember Prince Johnson told you right before this election that he spoke with former President Charles Taylor. Prince Johnson knows exactly what's going on. He knows exactly what's going on. Prince Johnson fight with Alan White, with all the other people. He knows exactly what's going on. And Prince Johnson was informed that the only reason why you were not arrested because George Weah did not sign it. The only reason why Prince Johnson did not go to, let's forget about war economic crime coast in Liberia. Prince Johnson committed war crime. He killed American. He killed American. And he said, Prince Johnson, the man of God. He killed American God people.
Yeah, the nuns.
He killed the American nuns.
And people believe that and still go to the church.
Yeah. He killed the church people. He killed people that were propagating the word of God.
The word of God. Halfway from across the wall.
Yeah. He killed them. And American people got, not only they don't get they got a video on evidence on him. So Prince Johnson is now a man of God. Prince Johnson is the devil, to be honest. And because of what he did, because of the amount of people that he killed, Prince Johnson is mentally deranged. He has some mental problem. That's why he can talk one thing today, talk another thing tomorrow. Otherwise, Prince Johnson was smart. You being considered a former rebel, former warlord, a man who killed president on camera. You think Prince Johnson will go stand in a church and say, if you try me, I can bring 500 men from Nimba tomorrow
and you call him a man of God.
And give them King Jew. He said it. He said I can bring 500 men tomorrow and give them King Jew so they can cause havoc and mayhem. Immoral. It is a sound-minded person will say that. People already behind you for killing. And the same Prince Johnson will go on radio and tell the Liberian people, Jeremiah Kunda wrote, Jeremiah Kunda did, Jeremiah Kunda that. The person tried me, did that. The other person tried me, did that. The most group tried me, he crippled. So Jeremiah could not be careful. The same thing what Prince Johnson said he did to other Nimbayans. He could do it to him. He said the other person trying, did that. The other person trying, did that. The other person trying, the former senator, Thomas Groupie trying, he crippled. So to tell you that there's no surprises here. There are no surprises. Jeremiah Kun knows exactly who Prince Johnson is. Joseph Nima Boakai signed up for this. And he knows exactly why he brought Prince Johnson on board. But Prince Johnson is not going to just go down just like that. So you're going to watch out.
What, Mr. Kane, before we open the line here, let me say this to you. Jeremiah Kun, Prince Johnson, Joseph Boakai, all of them are the same season. So anything they want to do each other in the business, I could care less.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. This is what you get when you decide to dance with the devil. You decide to lie. You decide to betray the nation and the people. So Jeremiah Kun, in other news, Jeremiah Kun is also recruiting some other radio stations and talk show hosts to make a case for him against United Party. Jeremiah Kun, you watching, we are aware of that. And we'll call the names of those people that you are recruiting to make a case for you to fight for you against United Party people. Because you and United Party fight is imminent. I don't care what you do. You and United Party people, they will not allow you to be president of the country. And you yet, the plans are already in the
United Party have no choice, bro.
Yeah, it's competition. I don't
United
know
Party have no choice.
Jeremiah
Kun is going to be president of Liberia.
No, United Party will follow. I support the party. No, let me tell you.
And I can tell you, Julian Mabuagai will resign.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to fight for the revolution. No, we're not going to fight for the revolution and just walk away from it.
Walk away.
And then Jeremiah Kun comes
after the Mabuagai appointed the whole government, after the whole government is in place, everybody start working. Eventually, Joseph Boakai will resign and attend to his health.
I buy into that sentiment as well. I think that will be a game plan.
No, we're not going to allow that to happen. We're not going to allow it. We the people.
Jeremiah will be president, and nothing wrong with that. It is the constitution of Liberia.
No. But what if Jeremiah Kun? Because as we are working behind closed door, let me just go into something really quick. As we are working behind closed door, we are also trying to find loopholes to hold Jeremiah Kun because the report of Centel International, which indicates and automatically makes Jeremiah Kun an alleged criminal. Jeremiah Kun embezzled money for his school, $1 million United States dollars. That report is on the desk of the president. We will hold Jeremiah Kun for that because Jeremiah Kun essentially the president of the Republic of Liberia.
And then Jeremiah Kun and Flotoma, they will pull your president behind outside the money he received from them too. So
that's it.
No, that can't be.
So you think one person getting money?
Yeah, it's a ring of fire. You think Jeremiah Kun want to sit there and let that happen?
Folks, let get it correct. I know you're 201 today because it is our government time, and you want to destroy our government. You want to destroy the Unity Party. We're not going to sit by supinely and allow this. Jeremiah Kun, by no way, can ascend to the presidency without an stigma on him. He's going to be the face of the nation. How can he do that? How can that be possible? So Jeremiah Kun will be indicted eventually for criminality, embezzlement, and stealing of the Liberian people's money. And we'll go into Jeremiah Kun's record.
Joseph Boakai not going to sign up for that.
Joseph Boakai was have to sign up for that because Joseph Boakai got to save the party. You understand? So the whole thing here is a long shot that we're looking at. Look, let me say this to the Liberian people. The movie just started. Prince Johnson knows what kind it will pass. Jeremiah Kun knows what kind. Look, it's just, let me tell you something. The end is just not good for all of them. This is what happens when you decide to lie to people. When you decide to seek power with deception and lies. And you know what? In as much that the Liberian people did not elect President George Weah. No one can say in Liberia that George Weah God come and see Jeremiah Kun. I say no.
So President Mom, man, just like I told you guys, and I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
After Joseph Boakai government is settled, especially
the
people that he's appointing to the position then that you want them to go, especially the lucrative position. I'm not talking about the advisor them. The advisor them when Jeremiah Kun can fire all of them. Because they can't trust you, you can't advise me. And those are the right of a president.
Jeremiah Kun can wear.
Jeremiah Kun going to be president.
No, leave that story. Leave that story. That story. Leave it. We're working on that thing. Leave it. I'm telling you right now.
Working.
Jeremiah Kun can't do working on president.
Jeremiah Kun was elected.
By contacting some of our colleagues, we are aware of the information to talk for him to make it. Look, We'll break that news on SKTV again. And then our colleague.
Yeah, but Jeremiah is going to be president, and I will support.
No. When I agree to that, when I agree.
But the man was elected constitutionally.
Which constitution?
How can you and I agree?
Which constitution?
But virtue of the constitution of the vice president
which constitution? The constitution that have been trampled on, violated.
The liberal constitution.
The constitution have been trampled on, violated, and disgraced, and so forth. Which constitution? Lead that constitution team, Mr. Kane. We're talking about ruling party, talking about constitution. Our chairman left. He came to prepare himself to go back. And then after the preparation, when our chairman go back, we'll work on the party to ensure what was all win election. We take a girl to somebody else. Mr. Kane, you lead out a joke, man. You lead out a joke. I'm working with the boys. We're going to work on
okay, let me end my statement now.
Please.
So Joseph Boakai will appoint. There are few positions that Joseph Boakai will consider as a legacy, and he can also depend on while he's not president. NOCA, Freeport,
LRA,
APRC,
Maritime.
Joseph Boakai already positioned his people in those areas. Even if Joseph Boakai is not president, Joseph Boakai will still benefit. Will still get money. Remember Maritime. When Benny Ayure was Maritime boss, they organized Maritime in a way that Benny Ayure left Maritime. Benny Ayure was still getting $200,000.
Yep.
For years. A month. That make him multi-millionaire. $200,000 a month. And when Joey Allen came there, Joey Allen stopped it. So Benny Ayure, whatever he did, Joseph Boakai can do the worst. Joseph Boakai will get money. Joseph Boakai will that rich. His children will not suffer again. His family, the entire generation will not suffer. They're going to make millions of dollars. And after Joseph Boakai presidency, they don't have to be in any government. They don't have to do anything. They will be rich. But I can tell you, that's why all the people that supported Joseph Boakai, besides the one that he positioned them in lucrative government positions, the little one there that they bring in, you Avasa for this, Avasa for this, what Avasa for this. If when Jeremiah can take over, all the one there will go. The Mandela Copa, senior Avasa for political affairs. The other one, Avasa for economic affairs. This one, that one, all of them will go. And some of the tenure position that he's going to put his people there, the one that will stay. And Jeremiah is not going to come also take over and start fighting all United Party people, try to remove all of them just like that. No. Only the Avasa them, he's not going to need. But all the one that in lucrative position, in key position, then they will stay. And the only thing United Party people and Joseph Boakai wanted is for Joseph Boakai to be okay and be able to do the appointments in government. For Joseph Boakai to be the one to form the government, even though he's not doing everything by himself, but people are helping him to do it. But he is still the president, signing all the nomination. So the John wanted to make sure that Joseph Boakai is okay to do the nomination and form the government. Joseph Boakai will come back to America here. And it's not going to be for any pressure being on him, because no, Joseph Boakai is still going to come back here and attempt to raise him off. And eventually, Joseph Boakai will resign. Eventually, Jeremiah will be president, and I can tell you, Fanatic Kopa will be vice president of Liberia.
We not agree.
You're not talking about you agreeing. I'm just telling you.
We not agree. Jeremiah will not be president. We not agree.
Monk,
Yeah.
Not only Fonati Kofa will be vice president. Come 2029, Fonati Kofa will potentially be president or run for president.
Yeah, he will run for president. That one I know for sure. That's why he's making moves in the house already with all the audit. He's trying to position himself.
Yeah.
So anyone that I keep saying it on the show, any political leader that is interested in running again 2029, forget Joseph Boaga. Joseph Boaga is a one shot. He will be on his way out. I mean, you can highlight some lapses in his government, but the people that are positioning themselves for 2029 are the ones you keep focusing on. The Fonati Kofa, he's one, whether it's the Amara or Nyombli Kanga, whether it's a Prince Moy, and maybe even the Erin Snow. That's all they are targeting right now. So every move you see happen politically is about what benefit those five that are named. Maybe there might be other people, but those five are guaranteed to be on the ballot in 2029. So if you want to be strategic, you might start looking beyond Joseph Boaga and start making moves as well, because the whole thing is more of a chess match now from what we are seeing. For Nati Kofa, don't forget, CDC is a major opposition party, almost half of the electorate, based on the last election result, is something that.
And Monk, let me tell you, Fonati Kofa has made a lot of inroad, a huge inroad among the Unity Party. Fonati Kofa got a lot of, support from the Unity Party people.
And he could
and Fonati Kofa, Jeremiah Kun, Thomas Fala. Remember, Ojo Baka is no longer in the picture. Lofa County, Thomas Fala is the one who owns Lofa County. And Fonati Kofa will be promoted. Thomas Fala will eventually become the Speaker of the House of Liberia. That brother will get.
Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
And speaking of Fonati Kofa,
Fonati Kofa will be vice president to
I don't know about that 1 year, but speaking of Fonati Kofa,
yeah.
he can also count on the CDC.
That all of the above.
And so those people who want to be president come 2029, Fonati Kofa is positioning himself, like you guys said. What I would say though, remember the conversation of incapacitated that Yeke keeps pushing?
Oh, now you got a message, right? You just got it. The dot.
Folks. And Yeke is strategic on what he keeps saying. That law can only come to effect 1 year after. So you are potentially looking at 2025 when that will kick in.
No, that law can come into effect within a year. They cannot go beyond a year.
So that's what I'm saying, at 2025.
All right.
So by 2025, that law will take into effect, or it will become effective. So, we on SKTV.
Not even 2025, Steve. Let me agree with you. When Monk says, now you got a message. I'm not speaking, I'm not saying everything. But I can tell you that country is on a tampon when it comes to political fight.
And that's why the United Party wanted to position the man Kun, who is from the United Party, so that they can retain power. Because they knew about this problem of Joseph Yuma Boakai. So that's why they push it. And that's why they even went as far as attacking the citizenship or the status of Fonati Kofa to disqualify him.
Yeah.
Folks, this is deeper than you think. If you think this, you are on a ride or you're on a train, whatever train they told you about, I was scared. And I told you, I said train is the most confusing transportation method ever. Train is the only thing that got two faces in the transportation cycle. It's the only thing that can make heavy noise. It's very confused. It can make a lot of noise. It don't even run on high speed, like I said, that much. So train is the only one that can go in front and can't be going. So y'all on the tree, y'all see yourself. Hey, y'all even right now, y'all come behind him. Y'all relax. That tree we on the tree.
So yeah, so you can open the lines and take some calls.
Yeah, but Mr. Canada, you got it now. When you put it out there, open it now. People will.
Okay.
Fox,
So
please.
yeah, people you can call and let us know. Also, don't forget to support SKTV if you can. Let's see here. The number to call 480-862-0783 or 480.
Yeah, I definitely phone. I definitely sorry for someone man who phone feel get later on. Some people phone feel already get email. Yeah.
So where is ANC Uno Youth League? Where is Liberty Party Uno Youth League?
No, they're part of the diplomatic.
Where is
they're waiting?
Vote Uno Youth League? Where is
Vote chairman?
Where's the youth league of Monuba? What do you mean? How Monuba saw what did he say?
And I forget the Uno party needs it. Sarah Beslow Uno party or whatever.
Sarah Beslow, I forgot what I want to party. Sarah Beslow, she's gonna be working with the government. And no, let me not put Sarah Beslow on the spotlight right now. So I'll leave that. Yeah. Yeah, I will leave that. I don't want to put Sarah. I don't want to put eyes on Sarah Beslow right now.
Sarah Beslow get bigger battle to fight.
Yeah. Mr. Fumatule, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much, SKTV, Monk, Steve, and Sekou. I'm just lying down here laughing, thinking about one of the 9 ungrateful lepers that are coming. It's going to be a game. But I mean, just for a note, Steve, vote is around, man. We are coming. We are preparing. Don't forget.
My man, your chairman Jeremiah Wapo. I told you he was bare born security to Bwaka. He told lying. Guess what? Bwaka getting joined. Saying what? Wait, let me tell you something. He wanted to be agriculture minister. Bwaka getting Huawei.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Oh, I know that. Who told you that? SKTV here. We don't allow anything.
Who told you that?
Vote chairman again. Huawei. Lead that team.
Wapo is a professor at the University of Liberia.
Lead that team. You wanted to be.
We are not depending on anybody for his survivability. Nobody. Okay? And the party survivability is in the hand of the party people. We will take care of that. We will take care of that stuff. We are not thinking about, whether he get a job or not. When he get a job, he will serve the Liberian people. If he don't get a job, he will never serve the Liberian people. We will wait for our time. But I tell you, Steve, one day we'll walk to the executive marshal from the city of Babylon after Jeremiah Wapo inauguration. By the grace of God.
That one, pa. All right.
Yes.
Nothing is impossible with God, but
nothing is impossible with God.
We shall see.
Put it on the wall. We will do it. By the grace of God.
We shall see. But if Jeremiah,
yes.
If Joseph Bogai can throw Prince Johnson on the ball, Jeremiah Wapo. Jeremiah Wapo is a nobody. You got to Joseph Bogai. So let me tell you that.
Liberian political culture call for alliance. I don't care what happened. I mean, when you're grouped together, you're going into an alliance. That's what we did. And we didn't do it on to ourselves. We are political aware of the Liberian political culture. We know. So after all, whether they call Jeremiah Wapo or not, I mean, we will survive. We are Liberian. We will fight to become president and take that to the higher heart.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So, caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 609 number 7946. Yes, are you available to talk? I think it seems like you're busy.
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
All right.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, you're very loud and clear. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Helena. I'm calling really to talk to you concerning Monk. You know the way, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk to Monk.
Okay.
The way Monk, when he come on the radio, he can address all of people's leaders. He can provoke people. You can't come on the egg and tell Joy we are that you happy sex. That's going personal. If somebody is going personal. The discussion you're having here, you think when somebody Mr. Kumi that you support, you think it will come on a particular land and call and say certain things of Mr. Kumi all the world, you tell others to judge. You think you'll be happy about it? You need the thing you get against George from all the way from your own mouth, from all the way, I know, 1990 something, up to present, that you can't calm down. Stop insulting the man. This is politics. You can't be going personal. I said, when I even brave to call you up.
Why are you talking about brave?
You have to put it, yeah.
Why are you talking about saying not brave?
Like, sometimes when say, what is it? Moses says certain things will call you to call up, but not mom. You can't be going personal.
So I scared of more, eh? Yeah, maybe.
No, I don't know to you.
Yeah, but you say I'm not brave to call more out. I can call Steve out. Maybe I'm scared of more, but that's
we can call Prince Johnson killer and we can call warlords and warmongers. But when you say Georgia have random segments,
hold on, Mo will respond to you. Just finish, yeah. When you're done, Mo will respond. Go ahead.
Let me finish. You will respond.
Mm-hmm.
Mo, whether you like it or not, you see the reality, but you will not accept it. You live in your own world. You know what? The Liberian people are you speaking to today. You saw the way they voted. What are you not seeing you? You not let your real, you not let it see you. They will vote the way they want to. This going election can tell you that who knows two guys for now, the people are seeing. So they see the other way you're in it, the CPC. Have broke a father, and you bring in here. So we are not in power again, but you keep going after him. And we the tradition will get ready now. So come after Mr. Kumi and this place coming and you say you will be
But you go after Mr. Kumi.
But you go after Mr. Kumi. Who's stopping from grabbing Kumi? That's why he choose to enter politics. No, Sebu, that's somebody on the land, man.
Don't get insulting the president.
All right, yeah.
People don't go out there on a press conference. Why you got him there and say they're not the red people you are doing, or you never find them on that, so they're in power. Watch my word.
All right.
They're coming in election, you'll be surprised. We got you going after Georgia. For all the time you'll be on their show, but you will see it again.
I could care less about how the people vote in Nigeria. That's their choice.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
You think I care about how they vote?
You care to respond to that before we take the other call? Because a lot of calls coming in.
Man, take the call, Seku. That lady is the same old thing every time, man. I'll take more calls.
All right, let's take this call out here. 240, last 4 digit 3021. What is your name and where you calling from?
My name is Inja.
Inja.
I'm calling from the state. I'm calling way back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was the one that paid $100 the last time to the show.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Inja, we remember you now.
Yeah, and I'm going to pay something again. Anyway, I like your show. You're giving your good information, and I want to be fair enough to be supporting the show because
thank you.
Nothing is cheap anymore. Yeah. But also, I want to talk to the same one guy. I don't like the way he's addressing John Weir.
Amen.
He's saying that all John Weir do, that exactly what he said on the show. John Weir smoke weed, have sex, and drink. He's a man. He doesn't have sex with his wife. The man is married.
No. You can't do that. You can't put a man's wife in the name inside. You finish for the whole thing. Yeah, you can talk to the man. The man here, whatever the man say, you can address the man any kind of way you want, but you can't put the man's wife name inside. You can't put the man's wife name inside. If you do that, I will not allow you to continue.
I'm not even married, so she can go right ahead.
Yeah, but we don't go. We don't. No, but we don't do that. I want you to talk to Mon directly. You can disagree with him.
You have your own political party leader, party chairman.
No. More not be rude here now. So you don't want trying to do that. You can't do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, John permitted that topic. But however, though, nobody is 100% perfect. But Joe, we had a lot of good things in the country. He was not 100% perfect, but he paid people children wire fee, free school. He built a lot of roads. I mean, he did a lot of good stuff. Even though everything was 100% okay, but he did some good. But when he come on the show, he talk like Joe did nothing for the country, and that is wrong.
Amen. So I think it look like Joe. We have people there now.
Yeah, he did well. That's why they made him
because the little black guy is starting badly. So Joe is a hero now. Joe did everything good. Joe is the best president for Liberia.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Joe did everything good. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but you don't want to put the credit on Joe now. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah, talk the good and talk the bad.
Okay, no.
And again, I'm not here to find anybody. You guys are fair on the show. That must be fair. That's all my point.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much. I don't want to talk much about JNB because I was not expecting anything good out of this government. So I don't even want to waste my time on that.
Okay, enjoy. Thank you so much. So yes, let's go to the caller here. 978. It looks like that. I got stuff people. I'm not too sure, but hello, caller.
Yes, you got her.
Yeah, you see, my man. I got your number. So what's up?
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, we thank God for life. Well, first of all, it's not because Joe Walker has started 14. That's why we think Georgia is the best person. We've always maintained, even the second and third and fourth year of his presidency, we always say Georgia is the best president in Liberia. Anyway, I just want to touch on that. But simple, listen, though. The Liberian people, to be very honest, like I commented earlier, we are our own enemies. I'm telling you. Because let me criticize our own president, whom I love so much, he's my mentor, Joe Walker. President we are, and of course that is his constitutional right. He appointed some guy who Mudiki. You remember Mudiki? As chairman of the election commission. The guy who has a Nigerian accent, naturalized Liberian, and they say, the guy is a Liberian, he came here was 21. I don't care whether Mudiki went to that group, but I don't care. President we have no business nominating a man to be the chairman of our election commission. If anything happens in most countries, when you see civil war, coming up and people fighting the militia and kill each other, most of the time is from electoral disputes. So if you take a Nigerian man and make an election commission, anything happens when we just leave that and go to his own country. So I think we are, even though he has the power, but this is why I said Liberian people were our own enemies. So in Liberian they saw nothing wrong with that. Having a Nigerian man being the boss of our election commission, you have received nothing wrong with it. This is nothing wrong. You think it's okay because Jovia has the power to nominate, which of course he has, but the speakers, they did the right thing to reject that man. Also, Liberian decided the men are Liberian, and the Jovia as a sedition, we shouldn't go more. We shouldn't go, we shouldn't go against the person. I said, and I always tell them, I'm a reaction. I'm not a sedition. When you make yourself a partisan, you always adhere to whatever the party bosses tell you to do. Okay, so I'm not a sedition, and that is why when President nominated that guy, I was very angry, and I very, I was happy that the senators rejected him. Now that I talk about Georgia, because when I talk about Joe, but I was saying, wow, I have to what President we did and what the senators did to Wamudiki. That was wrong. Okay, that was President we did the wrong thing, and I'm so happy the senators rejected him. When you tell these people Joe Walker said, when I come, I will make sure I declare my asset. Okay, he has declared asset, but one of the main things that these Liberian people, especially the opposition, they were holding George Yard 55 was because Joe did not publish his asset. Now I see around next week you publish Joe Walker asset. You have two journalists. Right after Joe Walker got answer, after declaring his asset, you and I asked Joe Walker, say, Mr. President, will you publish your asset? Because that was the thing.
My man, you got a lot of people in Liberia, they're not journalists, man. Because some journalists there, but most people are going up, but they're not journalists. They can never ask the right question.
People, that was what everybody was expecting, because that was what they attacked Georgia on brutally. Those guys never asked Joe Baka. The question was, Mr. President, you declare, how do you feel? How you ask them that kind of question? Yaka Kola said Joe Baka got $55,000. It's after he been certificated. So you said that, but what you talking about? Oh, you need a paper, man. The paper helping people go when they are the paper. We don't care. They just don't care. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that those who are in close proximity to these politicians who want to get job from there, it makes sense for them to back them. But the Yara boss, the woman in the market, the wheelbarrow boss, supporting these people, the politicians, and then when you talk for them,
I want you to conclude. I want you to conclude, please, so I can take a lot of calls coming in.
Please. It is shocking that these people who we are talking for, we opening their eyes and say this is wrong. The job that Joseph Walker did this was wrong. Mr. Kumi did this was wrong. It's, just forget it, man. Just forget it. One day I want to get to be president. It is shocking, and I'm telling you, and I will end here. I won't use the word that I use in the comment, but I will tell you that in the sub-region, the Liberians are the. Just end there. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, don't say whatever you wanted to say. That's fine.
No, I will say it. All right.
Okay. So let's go to the line here. Let's go to 319 number. Last 4 digit 8510.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Wakai calling you from Iowa.
Go ahead.
I just want to make a little comment on.
If we can just limit our comment to 1 minute, that would be fine. So we can take other people. A lot of calls coming in.
Yeah. I just want to make a comment on the caller that said that President Buckeye declared asset, but he did not publish it.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I believe that is a public record, and you can go to the list and see how well. If you want to know about that, you can go there and demand that you want to see that asset. But again, we were complaining for, first of all, publishing an asset, or first of all, declaring an asset. That is good. And I want to say something to you already before I can leave the line. On the show, we all criticized Buckeye that Prince Johnson was going to be a de facto prime minister, but we're seeing the opposite of it. So that alone, we should also commend him too for putting Prince Johnson on the side. We should commend him. We should not only be saying that he threw Prince Johnson under the bus, but we should also commend him that Prince Johnson should have nothing to do about body politics. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So yeah, pretty much everybody was calling the same numbers at the same times, and everybody calling the same number at the same time. So let's see this other caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 9380. Hello, 9380.
How you doing?
I'm good. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey, boss man.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to thank your other partner that was you with a green t-shirt who were criticizing Joshua.
Okay.
I know he knows Joshua very well. He and Joshua used to smoke together. They used to.
Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Wilton. I'm calling from Connecticut.
Go ahead.
I think this is a very good show, a reputable show. I've been following you guys. I'm a talk show host too. I'm a Sheriff show. I've been on show with Monk. I've been on show with Mose and all that. I mean, when you hear the callers saying the reason why you get people to call in is to understand if the public getting your message and they're calling and giving you feedback. When people call and give you feedback, you must be able to understand. I'm speaking in terms of what I think two ladies called and they were talking about Monk's statement. I think we should elevate the conversation. And we should elevate the conversation. President Weah is out of the picture. He's sitting somewhere enjoying the life. He's being elevated all over the place you go. And we're still beating him and saying things that will make us to look bad in the eyes of other Liberians. And I think we should elevate the conversation beyond, talking about this kind of stuff that is private life. Everybody has sex. How we do it, who we do it with, that's our personal thing. Let's talk about the issue that affects Liberia. Let's talk about our road. Let's talk about our healthcare. Let's talk about our schools. Let's talk about the president saying he will declare his asset and publish it.
Thank you.
All these things that will make sense to our discourse instead of bringing the kind of cheap thing. All I respect you, how they are just big on the phone call, just telling what you got to tell them and move on. Let's make the conversation civil.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Caller, you hold the line a little bit. Let's go to the caller here. 904 number, last 4 digit 3466. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Sekou, my big brother Sekou. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
From the state of Florida.
Go ahead.
Precisely Jacksonville, man. It's good to see you guys, mostly, taking your time, to come on the air each and every day. It's not easy when you have your family around,
Yeah, go ahead.
You have your job to do. Yeah, first and foremost, I want to make it emphatic that I disagree with the low blow amount below the belt. Yeah, even though you had the right to express yourself, but that blow below the belt was still.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
If mom was gonna say, George, we are womanized as opposed to random sex, would you have accepted that?
For me,
if you're going to use the word womanized as opposed to saying sex, will you have problem with that?
If the womanizing can conflict with the Constitution of Liberia?
No. All the description was different. Instead of saying, Joe, we are having random sex, they just said, Joe, we can smoke, drink, and then womanize. Will you have problem with that? I just want to know. My man, we're talking politics here, man. Will you have problem with that? I just want to know what you think about it. Will you have problem with that if you use the word, let's say you use the phrase womanizing instead of sex? Will you have problem with that?
For me, it's below the belt. Now I'm saying.
Which one is below the belt now? Womanizing or sex?
Don't blow below the belt. That means it's against the rules and what I mean. In boxing is below the belt for me. I personally.
Did you watch Did you watch Bill Clinton case with Monica Lewinsky?
No, I did not follow that case.
Okay.
I don't want to see something that
All right. No problem. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's go to the line here. We have a lot of people calling, man. 616 number, last 4 digit 17.
Yeah.
02.
How are you, Sekou?
I'm good.
Sekou, you see, in life, we are trying to talk about war crime code, and also we're talking about reconciliation. But Sekou, in our own personal life, we should learn to be consistent to ourselves. One time I called on your show, and I was talking about Praying Johnson, and also about the peoples of Lima County. And you were only just trying to be tribalistic because you said that you're from Lima County. And you think that I was only talking about Lima people. But look at, when the war came in 1990, when Charles Schiller led the war against the Liberian people, a lot of the 9% of the Liberian people embraced the war. And when Samuel Doe said, if the people do not leave from a mutual or conflict, I will bomb that area. I'm not from Samuel Doe camp. I'm not a fan of Samuel Doe. I'm from Moserado. But let us learn to be consistent to ourselves. That the peoples of Lima County, they wrong Samuel Doe. And the people refuse. When the definition of reconciliation, as you admit that I did XYZ to Sekou, and Sekou should admit that he did XYZ to me. That's the only the reconciliation can hold. But Prince Johnson continued to masquerade around that he defend the peoples of Lima, that Samuel Doe did the peoples of Lima. That the Sekou brought against Samuel Doe. coup brought against Samuel Doe. Why is it wrong that when Samuel Doe removed Thomas Quimofar from commanding general to a secretary general of the People's Redemption Council? Why is it wrong? Nothing wrong with that.
All right, I want you to conclude so I can say something to you. I want you to conclude, please.
Yeah, I'll conclude. And the people refuse. No, Maseko, look at in Hamas or in Israel. When you find terrorists, you can say, Lord, if the terrorist does not leave from here, I will bomb the area. In Gaza, when you got a terrorist, and the terrorist was in Butu's company. And when Samuel Doe said, if the terrorist does not leave from Butu and company, I will bomb the area. And you continue on me.
My brother, conclude 30 seconds, please. I got a lot of calls coming in.
But you guys continue to give credit to Mr. Johnson, General Johnson. And you're proper Johnson. You see, you don't want to say the fact. You don't want to say the fact that you guys are wrong. Why
Okay.
you can say the fact?
All right, thank you so much.
Say the truth.
Thank you.
You gotta be truthful to yourself.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So, folks, before I take the next call, the tension is getting too, too hot. So let's not actually take these things personal. And this person, G. Man Allen, I'm not familiar with his name on here.
Yeah, he need to go too.
I want you to be very careful. I want to give you a warning before, because if you were a constant violator, or going to block you without saying anything. But you got to change your tone. There are certain words you can use here, and do not be attacking your fellow friends here or followers. People come here to listen, to learn. Some people come here for the first time. You don't want to make them uncomfortable. So please, do not write anything like you've been doing right now. My attention was just drawn to your post. And so my team member, texted me, the guys that are working behind the scene, they wanted to block you. I'm just giving you a warning. Don't do it again. Okay? Let's discuss the issue. Stop attacking people. I saw you putting people mother and father name on there. That's not necessary. We're not here for that. So let's go to the line here. 609 number, last 4 digit 9380. Are you there? I'm doing wonderful. What is your name and where are you calling from? Your voice is low, Orlando. I can hear you, but I don't think people can hear you. Very, very low. I say your voice is low. You want people to hear you, correct? I want you to. It's very low. I don't know. Maybe you can call back. Very, very low. Just hang on and call back, please. I can hear you, but the audio will not pick it up. So 240, last 4 digit 9497. I mean 7497. I'm sorry. Are you there? Hello?
Hi, Sekou. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not going to come and I live in Minnesota, Sekou. But I just want to tell all the Minnesota people. I just want to beg all the Minnesota people, even though CDC was founded in Minnesota, I want to beg all the Minnesota people that come across, I hear them talking everything. They say nothing good about Joshua. I hold you for a beg. I take God to beg you. Whatsoever he did to you, can you forgive him? Can you let him go, please? Can you let peace real? They will talk about our country. They will just each other. We are all the time. His time is over. He was the worst president in Liberia. He caused negativity in Liberia. He killed Liberia 200 years back. I beg all the Minnesota men. Because everyone that can't cross is men. I hold your feet. Can you just please let peace real? Whatsoever he did to you, I beg him for you. You're forgiving, please. I want to call for safety. Let peace real in Liberia.
But me, I'm one of the Minnesota men. I went in Minnesota when CDC got funded. I was there. I went in Minnesota.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know all the people there. All the people there. I know most of them in person. People that was serving in government.
He disappointed me. He embarrassed them. He made them shame. He did every negativity to them. But I hold their feet for God in every state.
Okay.
Just peace real.
All right, thank you so much.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. This person is called Mark. Mark, are you there?
Salam alaikum, brother Sego.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What's up? How you doing?
Greetings to unity. I'm good, my dear brother. And I just want to appreciate the work that you guys put in.
Thank you.
And I want to start with, because it's 1 minute, but I hope I get a little 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, please, if you can do it on 1 minute 30 seconds, that would be great. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to start with our brother Monk, right? You know, there's
Monk.
something they call signal detection. You understand? And signal detection, sometimes people will make decisions based on signal. And our people will see the wrong signal and they make the wrong decision. Now, how we measure our measurement are always contaminated by noise of the airwaves. What the monks say for which people are coming after monk. And what monk said comes from the chairman. The video are always on the internet. The chairman of the CDC, the evidence is there.
He said it.
Say is that the next thing I want to say is that people should analyze things carefully. Because if we don't analyze things carefully, we are going to be destroying the society we want to build, the good society. And to end with the last thing, the last color that people should forgive George Weah, CDC is a political party that is not going anywhere. It's going to be around for a very long time. Because CDC has the idea of nationalism, for which the stop George Weah was a nationalist. And believe that George Weah was a patriot. A patriot, the mind of a patriot can be changed, but the mind of a nationalist is very difficult to be changed. They die with their belief. And George Weah was neither a patriot or a nationalist. So CDC is a
I disagree with you on I disagree with you on the area of being a patriot. I think George Weah is a patriot. Yeah, I mean, we are not in the place to question. We are not in the place to question people patriotism into their country, man. You know, maybe the way they're going about governing was not good, but you can't question his patriotism. I disagree with that. I mean, you're right, but I disagree with that.
And I respect your opinion too, brother Sigo. That's why your show is one of the best shows.
Thank you.
I do respect your opinion, my brother. And these are the discussions we need to have, and not to be personal going to people's family and attacking Monk and his family for what he said when the evidence are there from the CDC chairman. Thank you, brother Sego. You got a lot of people coming.
Sego, I wanted to come in before you take another call.
Yeah, Mo, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Go
you
ahead.
see, there's a problem with guys in Liberia. That's why that country will remain your S-hole for a very, very long time. When you make mention, we were talking about religion and people that use Christianity to blaspheme. When we talk about the Prince Johnson, right? They were comfortable when you said Prince Johnson was sleeping with people, mulatto women, and taking these women from their men by means of force. And people will still go on the Sunday morning to go and listen to a guy like Prince Johnson in the name of going to church. That's the context we're speaking in. So I was just making an analysis with the same thing that we're seeing with George Weah. We all know Weah can drink. We all know Weah smoke. The person that was on the record for saying that Weah have random sex with women in exchange for job, wasn't it Moluba Molu, his own party chairman, when he came out with that leak tip? So this is it. That's where the country is. People cannot think past their feeling. That when you say something, that's why I don't let them respond to the Lego Atlanta. I don't listen to those people. Like, you cannot think past your feelings. That's just why it is. We're talking something that is a fact that been established, that even the man who himself we accuse it can even acknowledge it, then you want to have a problem with it. That's it. You know, it was the same people doing this election when they never had nothing against coming. They came out with the idea that coming was a gay. I know what they were talking about, how he wanted to bring to legalize gay. But it was the Georgia administration that legalized gay stuff in Liberia in a conference that signed a document. But you know what? It's a waste of time responding to these people. I don't have time for this. It's not going to take her off track when you come to the show. There's the balance show. There's SKTV. So you come here with emotion, then you can find someone else to go. But nothing is going to change on the show. These are core hard facts. So whether you call it below the belt, for Prince Johnson was not below the belt. You can call Prince Johnson your killer and a warmonger, but when your own party chairman is on the record for saying that George Weah have random sex with women in exchange for job, and you see somebody that's going below the belt, then so be it. I'm not going to be here to
all right, let's continue to take calls. I mean, I know today's show is hot. It's hot. Well, you know, let's cool the temperature a little bit, people. You know, you shouldn't call and even people can come and attack me, but It is what it is. Caller 215 number, last 4 digit 5336. Is this in person? I don't know why you're on the line. Is that like that? You using Bluetooth or what? We can hear everybody very clear. Anyway, can you guys hear this guy? I can hear him, but he's very loud. Okay, so go ahead. I don't know what's the matter, but no, just hold on one second. I want to make sure people can hear you. Can you guys hear him? Please say yes if you can hear him. If no, let me know. Yeah, they say he's too. You say you're too low. Okay, you know what? I will call you. Let me take another call then. I will call you. Let's see how you're gonna sound. Okay? Yeah, instead because I want you people to hear you. I don't want just for you to call and then nobody can hear you. Okay, let's go to this caller here. Then from there, we'll call that caller back. 1515 701 number. Hello?
Hello?
You see, this person calling from the same phone. That person is very loud. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from North Dakota.
North Dakota. And what is your name? Oh no. Listen to your phone directly. Don't listen to the monitor, so that you'll be delaying. So just talk to the phone directly.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'm calling from North Dakota. My name is Malawi.
Malawi, go ahead.
I North Dakota.
Yeah, go ahead now. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, we do what catch my eye for laptop business.
Yeah, talk.
What you do take for in that period? They are wrong. How much our people in that period? Checking people's phone. You buy legs, send the legs 2 and 3 times to people. One guy also there, our brother, our father, one guy to start to infect. Then the next thing, la period of air food. All the time to make fun in la period. You also don't make la period better because our parents, our great people, they suffer for that country. They say, we go quick with them. I was saying to you, I'm going to school. Can you catch my come and the kids, the that was small, and the things they tell you to and pay the taxes, after it. People use a word, they use to throw the police in a hammer to throw them from town to town to carry the tax. Our boy support today you have to go to school. You have made the country better. And now the country is going backward. People were up here, the different honor. So obey you, that our country will be better.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. People that will be here, people the honor.
The hustler they're going to be rich overnight, right? And the country keep going backward.
No phone number. Last 4 digits 0733. Where are you coming from?
The people that were behind in front.
Hey.
For me, I don't care.
What is your name? What is your name?
It's Marie Pratt.
Okay, Mary Pratt, go ahead. I just want to make sure people know who's calling.
Yes. I really don't care what you judge me a day, but I do care what Prince Joseph did to my family in Nimba. And Liberian people, I don't know what is wrong with us. Some of us here, we came to the country when we were 16 years old. Right now, I got a mark on my arm for them tying me at the red light to kill me. It was Prince Joseph Rebel. And I got a mark on my arm today. Sometimes when the sun shines like that, my chest hurts. And I would be glad Prince Joseph paid for what he did. Prince Joseph killed one of my cousins right in front of us in Ganta there. You know what you call it? Because she was half Mandingo and half Mana. Prince Joseph called my cousin Giraffe. And he said my cousin was looking like a black on the frying pan because my cousin was so black. And my cousin mom, she never recovered from nothing. Then that woman was crazy in her life because the way Prince Joseph killed her, he killed my auntie's daughter, cut her hair off. So Prince Joseph has to pay. He has to pay for what he did because he there living in Nima with people and people are afraid of him. He's not a godfather of Nima County. Prince Joseph has to pay for what he did. I don't care if Prince Joseph go dig a ground and live there. We'll go and put his skeleton on. He got to pay for what he did. Some of us, yeah, we're still living with his car. Sekou, when I first came to America, I came in 1991. When I Ronnie King thing happened, July 4th, I used to be running underneath the bed to hide because I thought they were fighting war. These people, they ruin our life. If like anything, we need to sue everybody like in our Liberia for us leaving our country. So I don't care about all the other people. I care about those. I care everyone. They care about friends. They care about family. That's all I care about. Liberian people coming here, oh, George, they must say, they must, so what?
Thank you.
You have to accept the truth.
Thank you so much.
That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. So, I'm sorry that you guys, see me laughing. I'm not laughing about what you were saying. The previous caller, you say she's not educated, but she said the people that will be here on the in front of now.
The people that will be here already in front, right? that's the hustle.
I know that person speaking.
Yeah. The people that will be here in front, that's Liberia for you. It will remain like that forever. Nothing will change. Oh,
the people that will be here in front of us now.
She looking at a consultant,
I'm sorry. Let me take the next caller here.
Advisors.
Caller, what is your name? Where you calling from? 832 number, last 4 digit 1987.
Yeah, how you doing, my brother? I'm Abraham Carter.
Abraham Carter?
Abraham Carter.
Abraham, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm asking questions that have to do with information dissemination. And the question going directly to Mo.
Okay.
I do recall Mandingo people was killed during the war. Crown people was killed during the war. Every tribe was killed, but these was the two targets, especially when it comes to the Prince Johnson faction at the time. Mandingo people and Crown people. Okay, now. And it's all derived from information. In our Liberian way, we say Titipoli, according to the stories that I've heard at the time. That, this other group went and do another story regards to SYZ, and the other group went. So, based upon that, they were hunting certain group of people. Now, it comes to Molubake Molo for what he said against George Weah at the time. I know they said leak audio, though I did not listen to it, but I heard that people were saying that he said SYZ about George Weah. But I'm asking more, whether the thing that Moluba Molu said, according to what people say, I'm quoting from him. So if you do believe it, or because the Liberian society, we all know that too many false information are all over there, and all of those false information are manipulating our country progress. To be honest, for what I know.
So can you? I want you to go to the point, brother, please. So
I know, right? I want
you to go to the point directly. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to the point.
What are you trying to say?
Go ahead.
Just say the CDC party chairman said George Weah was having random sex with women for jobs. I'm asking him because he said to the other caller that it's something I keep from the party chairman mouth. What else do you want to hear? Okay, if even something comes from the party chairman mouth, is that true? Is it considered as true or what?
Okay, thank you so much. I think we got the question is whether or not one believe it, whether it is true or whether it is true.
But he believed Prince Johnson was gathering women off the street, light-skinned women, randomly and having sex with them. But he believed the one coming from the party chairman that even Georgia never
So let's go to this caller here. What's your phone number? 1-891-1891. What is your name and where you calling from?
Yes, thank you, Seiko. My name is Momentula, and I'm calling from the state of Georgia.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I listened to you guys. I listened to your co-host, Monk, who said a lot of things about we are, and which I believe he's 100% right. It is not his word. It was a direct quote from the party chairman of CDC, and he's part of We Are Inner Circle. So there's no way you can dispute that. We saw that tape play over and over, and the voice of that person was the party chairman of the CDC. So Monk is just reiterating what was said by Mobile, and I don't think people should be jittered or people should have issues with that. That's the fact. It is a known fact. Monk is not manufacturing something on his own. But here's what I really want to talk about. I want to divulge more on what's happening today in our country with regards to the Lima Boycott government. So in less than a month, man, we've seen a reduction in the price of petroleum products on the market. And also we are seeing a company called HPX arriving in the country and promise to invest with the amount of $5 billion in our economy and build a real multi-user railroad. I think those are topics that are worth elevating rather than talking about the likes of CDC and the rest of those people. Their times are out. We need to focus on more the administration has. As they promise 100 deliverables, and we should start to focus on that and ensure that what the promise of Liberian people are exactly what they are giving us now. So that's what I actually call for, to highlight these 2 points where HPS is in the country, promise to build our multi-user railroad, and promise to invest $5 billion into our country. And the price of the petroleum product has reduced. That's a big news.
Well, I just saw that comment from the press secretary, Kula Fofana. She posted on her page. I was just saying that. Well, those are good news. Those are good news. But I think in terms of elevating the conversation to somehow befit the reality of Joseph Barker government, that is up to them. They have the option to reach out to other media platforms, including SKTV. Also, listen now. Listen, my man. Listen. You don't know the level to which we can go. All of these people you can see, they know us. We have direct contact with most of them. But because of the fact that SKTV criticized Joseph Boakai during the election, they are not comfortable providing any information to SKTV, even if it's good information about themselves and the government. They are starting to do exactly what Joe Weah people then did. But we care less. We can only work within our means. Whatever we know, whatever we have in terms of information, that's what we're going to provide. So it is up to the government to reach out to sell their information out there. It is not our business. Yeah, so anything that's there, that doesn't mean we should leave our conversation and go looking at the executive. Anything we see before coming on the show, we don't have problem with that. But it is the prerogative of the government to share good information to everyone. Man, we can't talk together. You can't talk together. You give me a chance to talk there, I give you a chance to talk. When I'm talking, you're talking on a people will not hear me, they will not hear you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, we are now a media platform. We are now the propaganda machine for Joseph Barker government. Our job is to provide information based on information available to us. If in any responsible government, if you have any new information, you know what they do? They share it with media outlets. Putting it over. You want to go investigate the journalism? We can choose to go to the Executive Mansion website. We can choose not to go there. But if the government has any information that they want it to be disseminated to the Liberian people or to the outside world, they share it with media outlets. It's up to you not to talk. If you share, oh, we don't talk about it, then that means you say, okay, yeah, they don't want to talk about, positive information. They don't want to talk about negative. But if you put it there, if we see it, we'll talk about it. If we don't see it, that's not our business. It is the business of the government to share information with all media platforms.
Sekou.
Yes.
Sekou. So with that, I beg to disagree with you because I believe Kula D Fofana always have a press conference. You always have press briefing. I think at the end of every week to update the public. And she invite all media institutions. You are a media.
How do you know that? Stop lying, man. Don't get me started. Listen, we SKTV have reached out to Kula Fofana and the press bureau of the president to tell us how can SKTV be there. They never responded. You say that the media, they invite all media platforms. You got to stop this. The people, they are cherry picking. No, but you don't say something that you don't know.
So have they denied you? Do you have evidence of any denial that have they stopped your journalists from accessing?
Okay. Let me tell you. Maybe you don't know. People don't just walk into the executive mansion like that. You can't just walk to the executive mansion press office like that. So it is the people. It is the people that are working at the executive mansion have to accredit you. You got to be accredited to go in there to give you access. But I'm telling you now, we have communicated with the press secretary office and no response. I'm telling you now.
Okay, Sekou, I agree with you.
But and then you just said everybody was invited, including SKTV. So you guys can just put information out there with no facts.
You still have access to the information the executive mansion where.
I thought you guys serious. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 980. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Vasco Sumo.
Vasco, how are you?
I'm okay. Thank you guys for the wonderful show.
Thank you.
I actually called because I just listened to the caller. I just dropped the line talking about the government reduce gasoline price. And what I know of is that the government just increased gasoline price. Because I know people are buying gasoline like around $7.50, like $1. And now everything is people paying $8.50, like $1. I don't think that is a reduction. Yeah, so, and my second concern is about, I want to speak to Monk because, these are some of the reasons the ANC, especially, I know that he was one of those that was supporting Alexander Cummings. But he should know that the election is over, and every one of us are in opposition right now. So these are some of the reasons that Cummings' number kept dropping. Because most people feel that the people in the ANC, they take themselves so different and so extra that they are superhuman, they don't make any mistake, or they don't have any fun. So a lot of folks tell them, you saw Cummings during the 2011 election. What happened in that country? We don't have a lot of people in America talking, let's say, doing propaganda for him. He went on the ground and kept the place working. But as our people from the United States got involved into Cummings' campaign process, it allowed Cummings to lose a lot of votes because the people in this America, they kept looking down on these people.
There we go.
I can tell you, yeah, they kept looking down on most of the Liberians in our country, saying that the people dead, the people die, the people they are criminal. So we have to be careful sometimes with saying things. I'm a Silesian, in case I want to support Cummings. But every day the man come on the show, he will try to bad off George Weah, say this one for George Weah, say that thing for George Weah. And you will make Silesian guys, people who want to come to say that support Cummings or let Cummings come to join CDC so we can make the opposition stronger. I think our focus here right now should be on the United Party because they are the people that are leading the country. So we should be there to check there whatsoever mistake.
So
that's how you guys are check making the CC government and saying the good thing about Parker. Now this is Parker time, so I mean that would draw our attention to Parker. we are all opposition right now. I don't think it is nice or necessary for us to be saying certain things against other opposition leaders in the country. That's my concern.
So let me ask you though.
I want to ask you a question too.
Yeah, let me ask you. You said the reason why communist number keep dropping is because of
people looking down on people.
People looking down on people. So, from your own perspective, do you surely believe that the number that communists got in this election, that's exactly what he got, in your opinion?
For me, it would be like, we all know that the current election, it has a lot of fraud in it.
Okay.
So I won't sit here and say the number that communists got, that was the people that voted for him. I won't be able to say that, because once there was a fraud in the election, there's so many things happen. Okay, so we don't know. We saw invisible hands come into that election, got these numbers that nobody expected them to get. So we don't know that things happen. Yeah, things happen. So I can't sit down here and say the number that Kumi had.
Because most of the statement from people like you just made that communists got less than 2%, they are making their judgment based on that, saying that communist number drop. So if we do not believe that that was actually communist number, so that means there's no way of we knowing whether communist number actually dropped or it did not. So that's why I asked you, because many people believe that that was not communist number. But if you can use that, like United Party people been doing, if you can use that to somehow minimize communists or somehow be derogatory to communists for you disagreeing with some of his supporters, I mean, I think that is unfair to Mr. Cummings, because we know that is not the number that Mr. Cummings actually got in that election. But again, let me ask you a question. Mo want to ask you a question. Go ahead, Mo.
The question I want to ask you, see, I know in Liberia, when people were to make wrong decisions, they create their own narrative. When you talk about how people in America look down on people in Liberia, what do you mean? In what sense? Because I know you're calling from America. Do you look down on people in Liberia because you're in America? Since you've been on SKTV, where in the world have we even insinuated that people that supported a particular candidate look down on other people?
More during the election process,
Mm-hmm.
I'm discussing the election.
Okay.
During the election process, we listened to a lot of people from this America, especially the ones that were supporting Gomez. It might not be Sekou, but I mean a lot of them. The kind of a statement they were making.
Like, give us an example.
People that are supporting CDC and all people are supporting other parties. Those people, they are empty-headed. They know nothing. The people, they are this. That was a lot of statement made. And you are aware of that.
That's not true.
You're seeing it.
So, Marco.
Yeah, that's not the truth.
Marco.
Yeah.
Myself, I know you. I've seen a lot of podcasts from you during the election and before the election. So, what was the reason why people voted for Joseph Boakai and not George Weah? Was it because George Weah people looked down on them too?
No, for me, I can tell you for sure, Sekou. That's why you said there were a lot of stuff playing the election. This go election, George Weah never lost that election.
So what happened?
The election, the whole thing happened right in Nima County. I can tell people, Nima County, that was the whole election, it ended right in Nima.
Okay.
And we know some of the things that happened in Nima.
Do you care to talk about something that happened in Nimba in the future? Not today, maybe in the future to tell us?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, no problem. We'll talk in the back and then we'll come and talk about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, 445, last 4 digits 7418. We're about to leave now.
Thank you, big brother. Let me say a very good afternoon to a brother and friend, President Moore. You see, because of my interesting, sometimes we just want to play the listening role against our education, but some call it very dramatic. But this Pilar, for the record, Pilar will say the Dacia calling.
Go ahead, my brother.
I appreciate you guys for the effort in relation to accepting diversity of view and always coming with that strong critical minds, both from the former government and the current government. You know, people want to detect the people, and that's why I get some irritated on the call on the show. People want to detect and tell you how you must run your show, how it should be like. I think it should be more of recommending and suggesting to see how you think in your own right mind SKTV could make better, but not the chair. So that is one of my concerns. And I really call to make some very clarification. You know, I reserve from the ANC based on principle and policies that the ANC were running on to support Mr. Weir. But I still tend to believe that Mr. Kumi has that level of leadership, that level of charisma to move Liberia forward. So if somebody will come on the platform to lie to us that people from the US or people from around the world that make Mr. Kumi number the draft, I would say he's a lie. Brother Snow, I normally don't like to respond to people basically quarter. But let me tell you, in fact, that people around Mr. Kumi from Liberia, I mean, people who will say that they understand the geopolitics of Liberia, those are people that came Mr. Kumi. And basically, the advisors are asked for in several executive meetings. Because the level of the Ukraine, we have the privilege to sit in some executive meetings. And we have the voting right because we were leaders. So, I mean, those are basically things that make Mr. Kumi. So for you to say people who strengthen Mr. Kumi message around the world, those are people that were the reason of Mr. Kumi asking that they do more. No. You have got a factor. And there are some I will not say on the platform now because it is not meant to say on the platform, to be said on the platform. So that issue about people being comfortable, people being too educated, I want Mr. Kumi is that way. No. There are factors that Mr. Kumi did not commercialize that to Liberian politics. If you want to be a diplomat, you should be a diplomat. If you want to be a politician, you should be a politician. If you want to be an administrator, just be an administrator. But when you come to the politics, you have to be radical. You have to commercialize that. People talk about Mr. Weir being a dancer, Mr. Weir. Those are things that make people attracted to Mr. Weir. And these are strategies that the CDC ran on and they carried. And you could see the crowd behind there, and they got the vote they're supposed to get. So those are factors. On the issue of somebody saying the platform SKTV was not invited or were invited and they were not there. For me, I listened to Kula. Kula said every media outlet in Liberia, she posted on the Imagine website, every media outlet should go for a meeting. If you do not attend that meeting, basically you will not be assigned at the executive marshal. Right? People who are supposed to report that. So I don't know what SKTV sent journalists or not. And you can make that clarification as the senator because we know government sometimes wrong, they don't want to fail certain media because of their stance on them. And which is wrong because democracy should allow everyone to freedom. Mr. Anna and doing a very good job. If somebody will come on the platform today and say what President Musk said about what the chairman said, I mean, the brother is quoting something that happened, something that was recorded, something that was all around the place, and say it is lie, and look at the other side being true. I think something is wrong with somebody out there. And
thank you. I want you to conclude, please.
Yeah, to close, let people derail from the issue of being biased or being wanting to be loyal and back up this and see this as being good. If in that way the country will not make progress, I want to disagree with President Mo for the very first time respectfully. The Liberia will make progress. We just continually use the voice of your Sekou and other guys. Let continually amplify those issues. Once they the very things we want, it's gonna come. Thank you very much, and thanks to you for the platform.
Thank you. Wow. Well, we will not pass 3 hours. We already 2 hours 49 minutes. 701 number, last for DJ 4658.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is Kelly Caroline Brian. I came from Fargo North.
Go ahead, brother.
a certain thing on my mind, and my brother touched a little bit on that. But we citizens, we religiously come to CDC by faith, based on how we feel about things in the Liberia. We usually have similar understanding. Look, you can't believe that the numbers that were given to the President Weah, that President Weah will getting more than that number than what was announced, despite the lapses in the miscuts of President Weah considered. Some of these factors, international community in Liberia, applaud President Weah because he will make peace. Okay. You who support ANC is a comment. You're creating another field of comms again on all these platforms. Take my own brother,
I mean, are you speaking to SKTV or are you speaking to communist supporters?
Oh, I'm speaking to communist supporters and SKTV, one of them.
No.
No. Okay, let me speak to communist supporters.
No, yeah, you will speak to communist supporter, but SKTV is not a supporter of any political party. So I don't want you to kind of come and market that kind of narrative here.
Yeah. So I just want to send it out there to communist supporters.
Okay.
We have the constant habit of bashing CDC and President Weah. Don't want to applaud President Weah of anything. Try to make it like the public believe that. The political party is a failure. CDC also is the same, and everything that the municipal party does, it will be back to CDC. So there is certain CDC work. Everything that I'm doing right now, there is certain CDC work. And kind of pave the way, for communists, we're like, oh, communists is the only standby crisis in the Liberian society in case municipal fail, and then if CDC already fail, then coming, the fake shots coming. No. If people continue to be bashing, this is the time of the sudden movement for ANC to treat a good working relationship or allies with the CDC. But communists cannot come to be president or vice president if communists don't pass through the CDC.
All right.
People already know.
Thank you.
There are two major parties. So it is the starting time for the create a good working relationship with two governments. So admiration for the ANC, for communists, but you guys need to come and work with us or else. When the CDC will unleash those criticisms back in the ANC, you guys will not stop that.
My man, CDC did everything to Joseph Jimabaka. Joseph Jimabaka will stay flog you. So stop that kind of be for nothing be more. The winning party that went for one term and the disgrace your president, your president could not deliver, my man. You are the government. How will you accuse other people for cheating you? Yeah, so that showed that you guys were incompetent. But anyway, thank you so much. Yeah, that's true. Be tolerant at your own detriment. That's true. Yeah, I love that kind of tolerance. Thank you so much. My man, I love that kind of tolerance. For facing defeat, disgrace yourself. And some of you can go to jail. Yeah, because you are so tolerant. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, my man. Okay, conclude. I don't want to cut you off. I want you to conclude. All right, thank you so much. Okay.
Come up with the final, result on what's going on, what is coming to everything.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anytime. Yeah. So this person will be the last caller, and then me and Mo will close up. Yeah, caller 770 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, how are you doing today? My name is John Doe. Yeah, I was calling to make my contribution to the show.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to say that no one should come on the show and blame President Mo. Man, I'm from Newtown too, not because of that I'm trying to back him, but it was not President Mo who made that statement. It was the party statement who made that statement. President Mo was trying to explain certain things that you made reference of That's how he decided to call Joshua Lee and do that. I know him well, right? Brazilian is not a person that will come and misbehave or are rude or someone. That's not his character. Nobody gonna get and try to blame Brazilian. I mean, took your time to go to school. He's an educated man. He won't come on the street and talk foolishness here. That's just what I want to say, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Well, those of you who chip in here and there, I think 2 people sent us cash app. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And 1 person sent us Zelle $40. And we want to say thank you as well. You know, SKTV is the place to be because we tolerate everybody. We give everybody the opportunity to speak your mind. Oh my God. People don't want to let us go. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? We're about to close now.
Yeah. My name is Marcelo. I join you from New York.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for having me. You know, I always say this every time I come on your show, and for me, I always like to be critical and give the fact that we all need to understand. And before I move on to say, I also want to advise you. You just said that you didn't support the ANC, but equally so, you just showed that you did support the ANC at the end of the vote. And
your voice going in and out. I don't know for some reason. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to be stable, and then so we can hear everything.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, like I said, you made a statement that you say you're not supporting the ANC. That's clear, but at the end of the quarter presentation, you somehow show that you did support the ANC because when you start alluding to that some of y'all coming to go to jail and all of those things, and y'all were tolerant and you guys show tolerant, that's why y'all coming to go to jail. And I think that was not fair enough.
So what am I gonna do, ANC?
Yeah.
I come here because the man accused you of supporting a party. And you come back, maybe you didn't like the message.
No. Okay. Maybe you misconstrued the whole thing. Let me tell you. Let me tell you this. Let's have a conversation. Just give me a chance. Let me talk in there. I will give you a chance to conclude. So the brother accused SKTV of being communist supporters. So that's why I asked him whether he's speaking to SKTV or speaking to communist supporters. We have individuals on SKTV that supported, that were very clear in their support for communists. You understand? But we as institution, we never pledge support or loyalty to any particular individual or any particular political party. You understand? So for people to make it, that's why we welcome everybody during the campaign. We ask everybody to come on here and make their case. If we were for commies or just ANC, we will not be inviting any other person here. Everything we're going to be discussing here will be to promote the agenda of commies, and we did not do that. We've never done that for anybody. So even moving forward, do you remember how many times we call people, we open to every political party to come here and to send somebody to make the case for them? So we did that for everybody. We were open to everybody. So for anybody to actually accuse SKTV of being communist or ANC, they are doing it based on their own sentiment and belief. But there's no fact attached to that. So when the guy talked about they were tolerant, the big one he made at SK, like, for example, threatening how they can unleash attack on communists and this and that. That's why I told him, you gotta unleash everything that you had against Wakai. But the people said no, they kick you out. And he said they did that because they were tolerant. Because they were tolerant, that's when they're going to investigate some of you guys now. Most of you guys will go to jail. And that had nothing to do with ANC or me supporting anybody. I'm just being honest with him. In Liberia or anywhere around the world, it's disgraceful for any president to just be a president for one term. It means that you perform decimally. It means that you did not perform well. It means that nobody really believed that you are a president or a good leader. That's why you lost the election. And in fact, for the government in power to accuse opposition of cheating, that is the awkward comment I ever heard. The worst comment I ever heard from any government. Accusing opposition of cheating you the government. It means that you are so inept, you are so incompetent, you don't even know what governance is all about, you don't even know how government functions. For you to be able to accuse opposition of cheating you, and you the government running the election.
Okay, how are you gonna give me the chance?
I will give you time. You get 1 minute.
My man, you explain better. You can't give me 1 minute.
But I don't want to run the show. So you want to get equal time like me? Okay, go ahead now. Okay, go ahead and talk till you get tired. My man. So go ahead and talk till you get tired.
A strong supporter that was behind SKTV when it started from D1. Now everybody faces are coming down.
My man, we never be seeing your support. You gotta let us know what you be doing. Yo, don't say.
Okay.
Don't say. I know you were there on the cell phone, right? But you gotta be supporting. You gotta sustain the platform.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I will do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you notice, before I go to my statement, I can barely let you know that it's not been long when you started raising funds.
Yeah.
When you started the show, you were not raising funds before.
That's true.
And, you know, yeah. So it's just of recent, and some of us was busy with other stuff and things. And you see, I ain't been following. I just recently, since I came back in the country, I've been following, and I can make my input. But I will do that. I also want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
In America, like you stated, so are you telling me Donald Trump, the reason he became one-term president because he never did well?
Yeah, because he was a bad president. That's what American people say. They say he was bad, he was divisive. And they say he was danger to democracy of America. And you know, he did not be anything. When it comes to, let's say, for example, you know, improving the economy, you know, job creation, you know, other areas, Donald Trump did well. But the survival and the peace of America, he was very dangerous. That's why American people voted him out. For Joe Weah, people feel like he was not competent to be president because he outsourced his responsibility, allowed people to do the job for him, and wait for the result. If it's good, he take the compliment. If it's bad, he take the blame. He just didn't do anything. The people that did it for him, he trusted them so much, and the same people that betray him.
Okay, Segu. I also want you to know that we Liberians, we got a DNA. We believe that when you come to power, once we're not giving you free thing. We look at you as a bad person or a bad leader, right? What are you fixing road? What are you building hospital? What are you building the infrastructure? What are you doing the best for your nation? Once they are not getting free, maybe rest or money for you, they look at you as a bad leader. But let me say this. My main point I want to stress, right? Mm-hmm. Look at Baga today. Without even going 2 more years, people are starting to make statements that Baga is a bad leader because why? He just told the Liberian people say there's war everywhere, so that's why the economy is getting harder. Now people who were running campaign, those batch rider, those keke rider, they are not going places now, they're getting angry now. That's wrong, so I'm not going to go there. But the main thing I want to say today, Lord Seku, the ANC people, If they want to get mad, they shouldn't get mad at George Weah. They should get mad at themselves. Because you know what? They brought Unity Party back to life. You go, the first thing I will tell you here, Segu, Alexander Comey did well in the 2017 election. The biggest mistake Alexander Comey did was to join those crooks, those criminals, to be part of them and say they're going through a CPP. That led him to a disaster that won. When the United Party was already dead, instead of Alexander Comey using his strength and focusing on his party ANC that came third place in the election, and Alexander Comey was there fighting to raise the United Party back to life, that couldn't even have the cut the grass at the party headquarters. He was spending the money bringing the Unity Party back to life, and it made Unity Party stronger. At the end of the day, Unity Party comes and dump them in the hole and get rid of them, and they came to power. So there's frustration. They will not get rid of George Weah. There's no way you see you your opponent in the race that you the one be supporting him.
Okay.
That was one of the stupidest mistakes ANC ever made.
All right. I want you to conclude now. We gotta go.
So thank you for having me. Let them bring themselves with a rubbing arm with the United Party people who are already in the hole, and they threw that ladder and they threw that rope to bring them up, and they turned around the same hole they were in. They came up the ladder. They took the ladder off.
So let me ask you this question before you go. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, do you see any collaboration between the ANC and the CDC, and do you see Comey going as the standard bearer for anything that CDC will support?
No, let me tell you the truth today. I'm a person, I always say, in the past, even when Comey was now with Unity Party, his first attempt, I said, whenever if George Weah is not in the race, I will support Alexander Comey until he went to the Unity Party. And I said, no. The best decision Comey can make right now, that he will be able to come to that presidency or come close to that presidency, is to work with the CDC and they form a stronger coalition. Remember that most of the guys from the ANC, they are for the CDC. So what you need to do, that brother and sister relationship, I need to work with it and bring it back together, and you'll come to bring Alexander Comey and bring him back to the third place position, which is what I mean. I mean the third place position, the strength he had that time to bring him back, that he can come together and take over the country.
All right, thank you.
Going to do over there different. Nothing Baga going to do that different. Now you can see Baga wearing good shoes. Now you can see Baga wearing good clothes. Now his children is living good life. Now everybody, usually for one who are causing us, who are looking for a job, with the rest of the other people, they're all again. And they get a job and they're okay. They're only going to run the country and enjoy themselves and they sit there and move. So Comey need to be strong and working with the CDC and moving the country forward. Thank you for having me, President.
Thank you. President Monk, we gotta go now. We already ate 3 hours, man.
Yeah, 3 hours, man. We just do it tomorrow.
What's going on? What's going on? Anything you want to say before we go? I know you were at a lot of fire today.
Yeah, well, a lot of fire, but I can understand that politics. Sedition, they are still.
Which is not a problem for me. We always.
No, I'm okay. I like to be on the hot seat. I gotta get sedition chance for them to heal. They are just reeling from a defeat. We just came from a half-fought election, so you got to expect a kind of a reaction. So the Helena of the world, the Vasco smoke, I can understand your frustration because everything we say here is the truth, is the reality. Some of you guys, you just couldn't come to grip with the reality of the things that were happening on ground. You get one sedition telling you, say it was because of the coalition with Unity Party, the other one telling you they were cheated on their own watch. I don't know how you can make the case that the guy or sitting government that presided over the election got cheated on their own watch. And you get the other man saying that people from the U.S. Can you imagine someone that live in America telling us that people that live in the U.S. were looking down like, Librarians are very good in crafting their own narrative. I say it all the time on the show, in order to vote the wrong way, to justify the reason why they vote that way. You look at our men like Vasco Sumo that live in this country. We talking about ideas, we talking about moving the country forward, but then he didn't see it. He telling the people that the reason that Cummings never performed because people from America look down on people in Liberia. Can you imagine that? And you want to come here and talk about presidential politics and how Liberia will move forward. The other men just tell you that there was no way in the war. Once we are was in the race, he can support Cummings, but he knows that Cummings is better than we are. But for him, once we are is there, even if we are is bad, he will still support we are. And these are the people that keep telling you, Liberia will rise again, Liberia will move forward. How? Liberia will never move forward, no matter what you say. You can make yourself happy, you can give yourself that adrenaline rush. It will just never happen. And you know, they pretend I have to say that when they do the right thing, then it means they are doing someone else a favor. My brother, a guy like Mr. Cummings, where he have rich in life and the kind of resources he has at his disposal, I don't think you are doing any favor. You are the one that keep carrying your country backward. You are the one that have nothing to show after 6 years. You are ashamed. You came with a mantra of you are going to rule for 24 years. Apparently, Georgia minus 18 from 24. You were left with 6. You got whooped. The Liberian people were so mad with you that they went to a man who was already retired and brought him back to power. So I think the frustration is not with people that support Cummings or ANC or the CPP. The frustration is with you because you were living in a parallel universe that was totally disconnected from reality. And voting for the right candidate, it does not mean you are doing us any favor. We that support the other candidate, you are doing it to yourself. We will do it again. I tell people, if election was held today, I will vote for Cummings 1,000 times without skipping the beat, because I believe he has what it takes to move that country forward, that he can do better than the alternative. So you citizens, you can get mad all you want. The elections are over. We are not mad. You are the one that were there that got kicked out, and you are not doing anybody a favor. That picking the right candidate or the best person for the job is a favor. No, you can keep doing. If you like, you can carry. Or either Moluba Molu for 2029, or you like, you can carry Thomas Fala. We don't care. We will keep making decisions that we choose is that we feel best for the country, and the rest is up to you. So you can get mad all you want, but we understand. Maybe within a year time, you guys will come down because the reality is there. You cannot change it. We will give you time to.
Maybe not the wound.
Yeah, the wound will have been healed, because they are all mad. You see Helena, Sekou, can you imagine? You said Prince Johnson were picking up random women from the street because they were light-skinned. Nobody got mad. The moment I said, oh, Georgia was having sex with random women, something that his own party chairman said that was confirmed, and he never refuted any single one of the charges Molu brought against him. Whether it was differentiating his personal money for the country. Molu was brave to say that. He said, Georgia cannot tell the difference between your own money and the country's money. That when he go to a country and an aid is given to Liberia, he cannot tell which one is what. But they didn't have problem with the Prince Johnson part. The moment you mentioned Georgia, so I understand we just came from an election and things will come down, people will settle, and we will live to see another election cycle. But you're not doing us any favor. You can keep.
No problem, man. You're late now. You can't take no more calls. Stop calling.
No, it's over, man. Settle tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not taking more calls. Tomorrow, wait for tomorrow. You came late.
Yeah.
So first, I want to say thank you to all of you. Like Monk said, we will be here again tomorrow. One thing I want to say to the Liberian people before we go. Some of you are very funny. For you to think that voting for Mr. Cummings, you are doing Mr. Cummings a favor. Is the funniest thing I ever heard. What are ANC people, CDC people, Unity Party people have said on this platform, and will continue to say, I care less about who the Liberian people decide to vote for. Because I thank God we are here and will continue to help our people the best way possible. But the real joke is on the people who think that they are doing you a favor to help them. Let the people vote for Joe Baga again. The Jowia come back again, let them vote for Jowia again. Who cares? That's why when Mon said that blah blah will not go forward, that's the reason he's saying it. Because people don't think They deserve better. People believe whatever they are doing politically, decision they make politically, they are not doing it for themselves. They are doing it for the other person. That is the irony of the whole thing. You are not doing it for somebody. You're not doing it for politicians. That's the mistake all of you make all the time. If you walk in that voting booth, you are voting for yourself. Decisions you make in that voting booth are the decisions you can live with for life. If Kumis comes back and runs for president, he wins. It'll be good for Liberian people if he performs well. If you vote for Joe comes back, Joe run and we'll vote for him again. It's still good. We still see the same movie that we saw from 2017.
I know, huh?
So, whatever Joe Barker will not go anywhere.
Yeah. Who cares?
We're started watching the movie from 2005.
Yeah.
Better.
You are the one crying more than even the ANC, but
yeah, so you're not doing it for anybody.
Yeah, that you doing anybody a favor.
People voting for themselves.
Yeah.
They decide to vote for the same people they've been voting for the past 24 years. It's up to them. And they will tell you know what? We deserve better. Labrador deserve change. Let's vote for Komi, let's vote for Monoba, let's vote for Teongum, let's vote for somebody else. They can bring different dynamics to our politics. It's also good for them. Our part is we are here to give the message, give the information, the people decide. But if you're going to come here and blame other people for your own decision that you made, that is the funniest thing ever. Come on, man.
Tomorrow, my brother, we'll do it again by God's help.
We got to leave it there. Everybody, thank you so much. So thank you. We'll be here tomorrow. We love you all.